Pussy flaps.
What? Oh my God. What is up, everybody? We are back. That was not cut off.
The timing was perfect.
Oh my God. Welcome, everybody. My name is Ken, and I'm joined by a merry band of adventurers today. And I just realized we're using the wrong screen. There we go. I'm joined by Mr. Ryan as Amadriana, Mr. Kian as Dash, Mr. Rory as Eos, Mr. Busy as Hatsu, and Mr. John featuring Sir Finnegan as Gusto. There we go.
Gusto.
Socials under their names. Everything is up and running. If subs are already starting.
It's up and running.
I'm going to cry about it.
No
more tears. Thank you so much for joining us. The crowd is pumping. You guys fought the boss. We have the boss again on break. We appreciate you. We love you. Busy, my friend. Take it away with our recap.
So as Hatsu went back home in the tree, he started to remember a few things and meditated on some stuff, and he decided to write a little something that he's used to do at home. So the recap's gonna be in that style for today.
It's smut, isn't
You
it?
hear Hatsu's thoughts. The music doesn't match, but it doesn't matter.
I got you, boo.
A flame erupts. The kettle boils. Dash is booming with his voice. Lonely nights of cold and dust. Confused he is on who to trust. Courage found, a long way from distant path. No fear or wrath, a love confessed. A leaf falls down on memory lane, creates the future, suffers pain. O sakura blossoms, guide my way, let's hope we meet again one day. A crow was born, I'll be there for you. A spirit bright sheds light at night. Dreams are my reality, they're never gonna end for me. Falling water washes away the mountain. Friendship erupts in a fountain, and tea was served.
Damn, that was nice. Yo, crazy.
That was really nice. I like that.
That was really nice. I had nothing prepared in terms of music. I apologize. So I just hit the mute button real fast. That was awesome, man.
Real fist?
Atsu the haiku.
Hatsu's haiku. I like that, man. That was nice. That was good. We pick up today with I believe we're about to start the party. Starting the party. So I'm not sure if anyone wants to jump in with anything pre-party, or if we're just gonna let Gusto tell me how a Gusto party goes, because I can't tell you. I've spent the whole week just going, we're gonna start the session with the party. It's gonna be Gusto's party. I can't wait.
I would say Hatsu wouldn't attempt, but he would send Ayame to kind of be his eyes and ears to check what is going on.
She's like begrudgingly like, yes, absolutely, Hatsu, I will attend for you. And then she gets all dressed up and she goes. She's really happy.
No, she wouldn't be. I dare you, DM.
Hey man, it's the social gathering of the millennium. Gusto handed out at least 3 invites.
Yeah, I get it.
Master John, I will let you take it away. Describe the setting to me if you're ready. If you're he's slowly dying.
I'm slowly dying.
That's how good the party is.
Yes.
The cocaine, yeah.
Just went down the wrong hole.
It is. Oh, there'll be a lot of that tonight at this party.
Dash, look out, man.
It is. It is probably the first party to ever have been thrown at the Arcanum, of such grandeur, of such excess, of such reckless abandon, of such circa Hollywood party, insert famous people, current events here situation, without maybe the creepy stuff going on in the background, or maybe just a little, who knows, maybe as a treat. It is hedonistic. Yeah.
Hedonism at a
yeah.
Gusto party?
I know. I
Who would've
know.
thought?
It is. It is absolute, over the top, pure filth. Nouveau riche, eyes wide shut. 1980s cocaine party. There's a bowl with some keys. If you so desire to participate.
Doth thou swing?
It's very important.
Dash looks down. His mom's keys are in there. How?
Oh yeah.
Why should she drive a Porsche?
It's definitely not baby oil. It's penguin oil. We have to make sure it's tastefully aside from current events.
That memory,
Penguin oil.
ironically, had slipped right out of my brain until right now. But yeah,
That's right.
it's penguin oil.
Is it locally sourced? Is it?
Luckily sourced.
It's locally sourced, locally squeezed.
Where do you guys
penguin
think
oil.
you're going? Your Moonbane elixir? I don't think so. Penguin oil quest. That's what
Yep.
this is.
Yep. And there will be many pregnancies. This will be the reason why half the school got pregnant or an STD or both.
It's like Italia 90, but for D&D.
Yeah.
I really want to see a Gusto Dash twins movie. Or not twins, Junior. Where Dash becomes pregnant and Gusto has to deliver the baby.
I mean, it is a magic school. It's possible. I think that Gusto is secretly hoping that will happen. But, you know,
Wait.
Several months ago, when I introduced the idea of, here's how this campaign's gonna work, and you'll be in an Arcanum and stuff. This is never even kind of crossed my mind that we would have a frat kegger at the Arcanum, but let's go. Let's do it.
oh yeah, that was the other thing. I forgot frat party. Like, yeah, the frat party. You got to roll a frat party in the middle of this as well. Super important. It is the rager of all ragers. It is the rager you do when you should be cramming for school. It's the rager that you do when you realize you haven't been studying, and so you just party harder.
I don't even know if I have music for this. Let's find out. Oh, of course I do. Actually, of course I do. Yeah. So, I mean, people start to trickle in, and Gusto, I think, much to your surprise, like, you expected a lot of people to show up. You didn't expect everyone to show up. You guys have never seen your foyer room this large before. The room expands to accommodate the 200 or so people that are located in this room right now. There's a part of Lissa that wonders, should she leave this room? Because if she wanted to rob anything, this would be the peak opportunity. But how could she miss the party of the literal century? Because it's, as Gusto said, probably one of the only parties that's ever happened here. And somehow, if tongues are loose, the information might be also. And that might be more valuable than anything else she can take from this Arcanum. So,
Tongues will be loose, but they'll be busy.
Dash, run! With that in mind,
Dash's tongue got a workout already.
I bring back a fan favorite. As
He's
the
not gonna
music
be a
kicks
virgin.
in.
Yes, now we're cooking.
Now we are cooking. Tell me, my friends, what are you doing?
Gusto, how many invites did you send?
Clearly not enough. Probably should have sent like 50 more. What? Is it not good enough? Is there not enough people here?
No, this is wonderful. But how did you get them out so quickly?
Gusto, dash and go. It's a thing. It's a service. It's a sample of what we can accomplish together. Look at this. Dash and go.
I mean, impressive. I just give him a little fist bump.
You watch teachers walk by with, in a way you've never seen them before. One chugs a potion and spews fire into the air. The others are cheering. Like, this is a party like no other.
Oh, the teachers are in as well.
Teachers are in as well, man.
Oh, this is like McGonagall letting her hair down.
What happens on floor 1 stays on floor 1, baby.
No one will remember anyway. It's fine.
I would, if it is acceptable to you, the DM, I would be kind of case in the joint, so to speak. I assume a lot of these people we would have interacted with throughout the school year. Mightn't have happened in roleplay or whatever, but as we did time jumps, we would know a good chunk. Do I know, was anyone here from Volcanus?
Oh yeah, there's people from everywhere. Like it's easy to find people from places like Volcanus and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So what I'd like to do is kind of try to strike up a conversation with one or more people that are from Volcanus and just kind of get an idea of just kind of the culture of Volcanus, the attitudes towards casters from the general populace, kind of traditions, who would be like the major race. I'm assuming humans, but just kind of get a feel for it.
It's always humans is the answer. But what I will get you to do is I'm going to give you... Roll a d6 for me first.
A d6.
Four?
That's a 4.
So you can make a history check with advantage and add +4 to the situational bonus for me, please. This is because you've reached out and talked to so many people and you've been mingling and wheeling and dealing. I'll give you the...
Yeah, so I forgot to put in the 4, so that is a 21.
Yeah, so 17 plus 4 21. So, okay. You learn a few things. So what I'll get you to do is you can learn about the journey that you have to take is Hartwell to Broaderdeer. Sorry, not Hartwell. It's Hartwell's the target, right? So you're going... Which way is this going? Sorry, you're going to...
Yeah, it's Hartwell.
Hartwell's
down
where you're
by
going, right? Yeah, so...
I snore.
Sorry, it's Dagtorp. Dagtorp, Broaderdeer, Hartwell. That's the 3 stops that you were sort of the safest journey you can make. I'll let you ask 3 questions and I'll let you confer with the party if you wish. So you can ask me 3 questions about any part of this journey, any destination on this journey, the like anything you want to know about this place, and I'll give you as straight an answer as I can.
Okay. Suggestions from the party? Anything? Or
What's going to eat us?
Flora, fauna, good question.
Yeah, known threats.
I mean,
We're going to say werewolves like we know before, right?
no, because that's not really a known thing. So what you will find out is more about local flora fauna, because that's what matters. So you'll find smaller things that the threats are like on a small scale. You find like foxes and stuff, like Arctic foxes, that kind of thing, rabbits, things like that. But on a larger scale, you find things like bears, the occasional like tiger type thing. It's like a saber-tooth. You'll find that they make the most out of it because there's a lot of goats and sheep and things like that that are in the wilderness around here, and so they make meals of that. There is, if you go closer to the mountain ridge, there are things referred to as drakes, which is just a wingless dragon, basically. Yeah, wingless dragon. They are quite a formidable threat. There's usually hunters and stuff like that that might go and deal with that kind of thing in local towns, but especially in Dagtorp, you would find that, yeah. For the most part, that's really all you would get. As I fix the audio here, that's what you would get. It's very general information. Like the coastal area isn't really explored that much because it's really fucking cold. So you kind of walk through the center point of the land. So there isn't much in the ways of like fish and stuff like that, but there is some sectors like Broaderdeer that are known for ice fishing. They have a lake there that's usually frozen over the top level, and so they might do ice fishing. So in that sense, there are fish and stuff like that too, but they're not really mainland things. You might find some large bird creatures and smaller, but mostly typical things, even owls and giant owls and stuff like that, but they aren't really threats.
Okay, perfect. I'm keen to get some sense of the culture of the place as well. Is it a place like like Palbroth where there's kind of a mix of high society and poor? Are these, is it very rural? Is there a bit of a metropolis kind of situation going on?
Yeah. The main towns and the way that it works, Dagtorp is a smaller town. So it is more about the construction of... It was originally built to explore Volcanus itself, the actual... the Molten Crown being the volcano itself. And there's a ton of mountains around it, so a lot of exploration is done there. So Dagtorp was set up there actually by one of the descendants of Samuel Decker. Regulus Decker, way back. And so that's where that exploration and science actually came from in his lineage. Broaderdeer is a much bigger area. The Broaderdeer region is probably the biggest in this area, but even then it's only like, it pales in comparison to somewhere even like Palperoth, obviously, which is the metropolis. There's nothing that big anywhere. That is the only metropolis, but it would pale even in terms of like Saigonotoshi or something as well. It is not a city by any stretch of imagination. It's a large town at best. And then you've got Hartwell, but not many people know much about that, but it's much smaller. It's probably just a little bit bigger than Dagtorp would be.
Okay, perfect. And then lastly, just trying to get a sense of, obviously, the people that are here. Particularly, I assume that there would be a mixture of martial and magical people that I'm speaking to.
Here?
I want I want to get a sense of how the magical people were treated while they were in Volcanus. I'm going to assume again that they're outcasts, but I'm trying to get a sense of the level of vitriol directed at them, if it's similar to Palperoth or if it's more like Penzance where they can kind of get away with it.
Penzance is one of the places that would be most akin to the Arcanum in terms of, like, we're okay with it, but we would still recommend hiding it just because other people that visit may not be okay with it, right? Mm-hmm. But Dagtorp, Broaderdeer, they are not places that you should go around. I'll use it in your terms, but this isn't obviously what they're saying to you, but just this is probably what's inferred because it's just quicker to talk like this. Eos would probably not be as welcome there as Dash would be. Like, there may be some misconceptions about Eos and her tendencies and her existence. They would think of her as like a devilborn or something because the horns, the skin, everything. And she also has a penchant for setting people on fire. She did that to herself. But besides that, there is like, yeah, like, it's not, they might not go Palperoth on her and like have an entire police force show up and arrest her, but they may detain her. They may even call in crew if they think she's a threat. And that would be the biggest fuck up that could happen, like that, is then she is just arrested. So like, you don't want to mess around with that if you can avoid it. Like, as little risk to your party as possible. So just proceed with caution.
Well, and
do what it do.
Do what it do. And just kind of one other thing then, if I can kind of infer it from their kind of the underground structure, I suppose. Not so much the political structure, but who really runs things, if you know what I'm getting at.
Sure, this goes over your question limit, so I will narrow it down very easily and say the same person who technically is at the head of every political chain. There are mayors and elects of each town, but there is one person who runs all of that, and you know him quite well. So.
Yeah, no, I mean, as in the underground, like who.
Oh, sorry, the criminal side of things.
Yeah.
That's what I
mean, who really runs shit.
That's okay. That would be more of a question for... Sorry, you were so subtle with your statement that it actually went over my head too. Yeah, so sorry. I mean, that would be more a question for people like Madriana and Lissa and stuff anyway. So that'll be something you probably deal with as you get from town to town, because you'll look for the clear signs and indicators. People here probably wouldn't know that as much as the people you familiarize yourself with, right?
Okay, perfect.
You rolled well on that sleight of mouth check.
Sleight of mouth check. That's what Gusta's going to do to Dash later. John's just nodding in the background. Yeah, I feel like we just walked into the Phantom Menace, you know, the beginning where they're just like the first half hour is just pure politics and blockades and like things like that. I think we just like, that's where my head went with your question. I thought we were just like, you know, I had to start spewing the first 20 minutes of dialogue. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
where you
I was just saying
eject the and return it to Activision.
the last piece of advice that is given to you though by Remington, who overhears you asking about a million questions, just remember that the closer you get to Heartwell, the darker it gets. So for those of you who struggle with that, make sure you have things like torches and stuff with you too.
I can't see shit.
But that's because Gusto threw like pure avocado juice in your eyes or something.
Yeah. What is this, guacamole? Oh, it is. Oh.
Yeah, with a
Guacamole
special
Why would you
ingredient.
put it in your mouth, Dash?
I wish I questioned that before I did it.
Yes.
Why is it
He's done it
why is it
before.
spicy?
Do you usually put everything that goes on your face in your mouth?
Just throws a look at Lissa.
She just leaves.
Oh, damn.
She walks over and her and Ayami are just deep in conversation. She just turns her back to you.
Do I notice an uncomfortableness between them two?
Between who? Dash and Lissa?
Hmm.
You get insight check.
I get an insight check. Okay.
You get an insight check. Yeah, I get so excited about answering questions, I forget we're playing D&D. So I'm just ready to throw
yeah,
answers
you
at
know
them.
all of this.
It's like the temptation to lore drop everything right away. It's like
It's the DM's curse, man. Because people ask me questions about, they're like, "Oh, how does this work?" And I'm like, "Here's a 10-page paragraph or a 10-paragraph essay like about why it works." Sorry. So what you get there? Sorry.
14.
14. There's a mild tension in the way that they probably haven't had much time between that event and this event to speak about it.
I might put it out there because Medrana would know. Dash is grinning ear to ear. You know,
would be,
he's like, yeah. You
The
know,
least
he's
cool
having a good
person
time.
ever.
Yeah, least cool person ever. But also, it's kind of a combination of that. He's back. This is a situation he's very comfortable with. You know, he's getting information
Yeah,
that he
yeah, that's
needs,
the
permission
reason.
and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's part of the reason. But it's like it just all coincided quite nicely. You know, so it's
when
just like
Lissa skulks off, and I notice Dash's face, especially after looking after her after that comment, I can skulk off after her and like kind of just mosey on next to her, like nudge her shoulder. So he's really the cat that got the cream, is he?
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. When's the date?
Lissa's the kind of Lissa's the kind of girl who's more sword swinging and like that kind of thing than this kind of thing. So this part of the social norm is definitely not her wheelhouse. What's kind of funny is that
I want to make her uncomfortable. That's my point.
in my head, and like there's absolutely no social norm I'm poking and prodding at. It is okay to be male or female and think about these things, but in my head it's funny because I feel like Lissa's the one who's been focused on like, you know, just like the next prize and getting her like robbing people and doing that kind of thing. Dash has been fantasizing about, I wonder what my wedding will be like and stuff like that. I feel like that's the sort of balance that they have, and I feel like that's kind of just this, I don't know, subtle thing with her.
Like he's picking out flowers and she's trying to fix the house.
Right, exactly. Yeah. She has the tool belt on, right?
Yeah.
And again, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
No.
In this house,
No.
that is my wife too. So.
I was gonna say that's literally me.
Yeah.
There's Roper just checking his nails, you know.
Yeah. If she could paint my nails, she would. I know that's on the chopping block too.
But no, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
So
gonna
as you
kind of make
say
her
that,
feel uncomfortable.
yeah, as you say that, she just sort of leans over and she's like, "Even in this dress, I have at least 3 daggers available to me, Madriana."
Oh, so it's a good date then.
Her face is as red as her hair. Yeah, for sure.
Listen, my dear. I wish you the best. Just try to leave him in one piece if you can.
I'll see what's left when I'm done.
Oh, good girl. With that, do you fancy having a little bit of fun?
Always.
I'm going to look around the room and I'm looking out for specifically the teacher that teaches like stealth and cunning and all that kind of stuff. I'm useless at remembering names, but yeah. And I want to see if they're there, and I also want to wait until a point where they're suitably well abbreviated, not abbreviated, that's a word, wrong word, drunk basically. And I'm going to ask Alyssa to help me rob them. Not to actually keep it, but out of testing, out of fun.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time, but I'd be happy to go again. She points over to Myrtle Sly, who is the turtle, the female turtle that you guys have been somewhat encountering. I believe he's not here this week, so I will point it out as well that Slate found the coin pouch of hers last week as well.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. What do you reckon, my dear? Do you reckon we could get something off of them? Might be an impressive task to come, you know.
How should we play this? Should I distract her, or...?
Yes. Let's see if you've got. Let's see if you've got any of that ability of Dash's.
I assure you, all of his skill comes from me. As she swirls around past you, she grabs 2 champagne glasses off one of the many plates that Gusto has now set up, I'm sure, with various accoutrements. And she just walks over to Myrtle, and you watch as almost like a perfect flip of personality. She almost looks drunk as she starts to walk, and she bumps into somebody, and whoop, the glasses go onto Myrtle, and your option, your window, we shall call it, is available. You have advantage on whatever it is you're trying to do.
Just before that, though, as she grabs the first glasses, I just go, you might want to pick a different 2. That's not sugar around the rim. And then, yeah, I basically, I want to try and see if there's something, like if there's something that Myrtle always plays with, like a dagger on her side, or like a locket or a pocket watch or something like that, she might have fiddled with.
Yeah, she always has this it's like a U wand that she keeps on her kind of belt.
Right.
It seems like something she brought with her from wherever she came from before. It's something she doesn't really use much, but it's something she always consistently has on her.
Okay, then that's what I want to try and take from her.
Okay.
So I'm moving as squeakily quiet as I can around everyone, using everyone as cover. Slip my hand in, take it off, gone.
So how we're going to play this is there's going to be 2 checks, and you can have advantage on one of them. So that's why I'm telling you now that there's going to be 2. You need your stealth check to get there unseen, obviously. And then you need your sleight of hand check to try and remove it, and off you go, right? Like, you'll continue with your stealth check. So it's up to you which one you have advantage on.
The sleight of hand.
Okay, so give me your stealth first. Just straight roll.
Ooh, I should have picked that one.
Oh,
11.
Okay. And give me your sleight of hand as well.
Come on. Bad. 19.
19. So you go to move up to Myrtle, and as you are about to just pickpocket from her, for literally no reason at all, she begins to turn around, and you just sort of abandon your attempt at it because you realize that she would immediately have seen you. Whether or not it was like intuition, sixth sense, or just perhaps your shoe squeaked a little too loud as you were moving, there may have been something there. I will let you try again if you want, but you probably wouldn't have advantage on either roll at this time, but you can have your second try if you want to.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, even if she loses, the point is to try and show that she's trying to adapt to the teachers. So yeah, so stealth first. Come on. The same fucking roll. Mother Hubbard.
If you're sitting on his throat, you can absolutely. Right, you got 11 for stealth and a 7 for sleight of hand. It's every time you're trying to do this stuff that this happens. Like, you roll like a king in every other situation.
I'm just going to walk up to Madriana, hand her a glass of wine, just tap her on the shoulder and walk away.
That's the problem. He distracted me.
I'll say that. I'll just add that. Yeah, you were about to go again, and as you were stepping in, Dash was like, better luck next time, champ, because he didn't realize we were about to try again.
Do you want to help, Dash, by any chance?
Oh, goodness no, I'm having too much fun.
Yes, I noticed. She looks good in that dress, doesn't she?
Phenomenal.
Good answer.
I'm waiting the 12-second delay to hear if my wife screams from the other room.
Yeah, I guess I can't then.
I have been trying to pick up some information. I'm actually working at this party, would you believe? Just trying to get a bit of a general insight on our trip ahead. Where's Eos? I think the rest of us should be okay. She might be in trouble. Well, probably not. She can hide it, but just want to make sure she in particular is prepared for what's ahead.
I'm sure she's probably serving tea somewhere.
Is that peppermint I smell, or has Gusto cooked something up?
Gusto's just over on the fucking bar, burning peppermint leaves. Yeah!
On his body.
Wait, did someone just do a shot from his belly button?
I mean, you could probably call it his belly button. He's got the nipple tassels out now.
Oh,
Three teachers, the last one, the big Minotaur.
Yeah.
Then we find out it's actually just Slate.
Might be. Who knows? Gus isn't a judge.
I'll let you guys actually decide for Richard. What's Slate doing? You guys can
he's
universally
doing-
pick this.
he's
definitely
just
fucking with people.
slamming bottles.
Yeah.
Slamming bottles, fucking with people. Yeah.
He heads down to that room and he gets beer bottles for himself that aren't magically created. He comes back up with them and they don't last long. Little backpack on that's empty and it's just clinking with, like, he puts all the bottles in, it's just clinking with all the bottles as he's walking around. He's just chugging them. There's 2 Gustos.
My, what a
For real,
threesome
though,
that would make with Dash.
Good lord. What is Eos actually doing? Because I do kind of want to get a sense as well as to what her mood is like before we head out. So I don't know, is Eos at the party?
No, Eos is soaking in her onsen. She's mentally preparing for the journey ahead.
So he goes upstairs to see you and you're just taking a bath. Dash is having a weird day, man.
I'm not going upstairs. I'm trying to see if she's at the party. If she's not, I'm going to assume that she wants her private time, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
Too much noise for her.
Yeah, for sure.
Understandable. And Hatsu is not here.
For sure he's not here.
Do I know where Hatsu went?
Question? I was about to ask.
No, they didn't talk about it. He just left.
I'll approach Ayame then and ask her where Hatsu is.
Question is, can you see her?
I can't see shit. Fucking
Leans over to
guacamole in my
Adriana. Where's have you seen Naomi? And he's just like, she points 2 people behind Dash. Like she's just standing there.
She just stood next to him.
Yeah. She's been there the whole night.
She's like Batista in Guardians of the Galaxy.
He's very slowly eating a larg nut. I would say that based on Hatsu's orders, she would mostly be trying to keep a close eye on Gusto, because he would probably be the loudest, but also the most chaotic, but also the one that most people would be talking to, interacting with and stuff, like going by and stuff. She can get more information watching him than anything else. So I'd say that's probably what she's doing.
So just approach her and ask if she can tell me where Hatsu might be.
Does she know Hatsu?
Yeah, she knows him very well.
No.
Yeah.
God damn it.
No, she knows.
She knows.
She knows. Yeah.
Never heard of Hatsu in my life. Yeah, she would probably encourage you to understand that Hatsu needs a bit of time to prepare before he leaves, and he wants a bit of time on his own. he has to say his goodbyes to Boreal and do all of this stuff. So there's probably going to be time to talk to him. But if he's not here, he probably chose that way on purpose. Yeah.
Okay, very well then. I might just pass this information to you to relay to him before we get on the ship, because you'll likely see him beforehand, and I'll just literally just give her the information I got from the conversation that I've had.
Cool. Okay, so we'll count that as that. So Hatsu, you're aware of the information because by the time you guys board the ship, you know everything that he learned at the party. Nothing probably surprising to Hatsu anyway,
No,
but yeah, it's good to know. Yeah.
Well, I think that's as much information as I can get for now. I'm going to go and find myself a large glass of whiskey.
And you do. Quite literally, for those of the podcast, Kian just lifted up a moderate glass of whiskey.
A tuppence.
A tuppence, yeah.
Tuppence.
Who taught you that? Yeah, absolutely. I need to know what Gusto's doing, man. I want to learn what everybody's up to, but man, I've been waiting a week. I've been waiting a whole week just to know what Gusto's gonna do.
Camera pans to Gusto. It's just
every time we're following anybody else, Gusto's in the background and he's just doing some other illicit shit. Just
I mean, like, this magical place is just you can just magically create it. He's passing out dash and go sample packs of his newest synthetic substance.
Please tell me the goodie bag has a logo on it.
Well, it does, and it's just Nash's face.
That's intent to supply.
Yeah, I intend to supply. Dash and
law on
go
the aisles, buddy.
supplies.
He can do what he wants here.
I just love the idea that it's just a placebo and that Remington is actually, it's just like sugar or sherbet and stuff, and Remington's just making it seem like it's drugs.
Is he like Professor Xing us, into thinking
This mentally makes you believe.
Yeah.
Your high is an illusion. Your hangover is an illusion. Suffer, puppets. He's going to then I think randomly fire magic into the air at random people's bottles. Just gonna see if he can get other people to like food fight, but with cantrips. Gotta have a band.
Give me 5 d20s. Let's go crazy.
I mean, if someone's not on fire and injured by the end of this party, we haven't really had a party, have we? Let's see here. Where the hell? The dice rolling go.
Above chat. So if you go to your chat page where
there it is. Okay. I was like, what the hell? Where are the dice? $47.
The mega points.
You got 18, 9, 15, 2, and 3. Let me just check something very, very quickly. I would say... Yeah. I want... Yeah, I'll get a D100 from you.
Oh,
do a D100. You do that.
That's the problem.
It's probably fine.
He always gets a cold shiver in the tub.
45. It's a great number. It's a good angle, 45 degrees.
Oh my god, this is the most gusto thing. I rarely say this because I know how hard Rory works for us, but if you don't turn this into an image, I'll be very upset.
Alright, provide a description to me in the DM.
So as the band plays away in the corner, and as the crowd is there, there's a sudden strange thing as the room expands even further, as if another large entity has entered the room. Streaming from Gusto's chest, a large rainbow emerges and spreads out into the center of a room, and a giant unicorn hops out, galloping around the room, knocking people over, causing all sorts of chaos.
Oh my fucking god!
Oh, that's a problem.
Yeah!
Can I ride it?
You can
Be
ride
first, bitch.
Gusto and Dash ride it like the Kanye West song with Kim.
Oh yeah. Gusto's definitely shirtless at this point. You know.
Wait, who's at the front and who's at the back, though?
I don't
Mine's
even
a big
care.
spoon.
Man.
Yeah.
On the big spoon.
You're a big spoon.
Yeah.
So as the unicorn gallops around for roughly a minute as you two embrace each other on this, trying to hold on for dear life on a crazy unicorn, smashing shit, knocking shit over, knocking people over. Suddenly it disappears and you guys just land on the ground.
It's gonna be a 30-second pause where Gusto is blackout, unconscious, has a concussion.
I think
Then
now
pops.
now's a good time to put exclamation mark 300 or 500 in chat, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, is that where you're gonna wear the unicorn suit? Was that what it is?
I think so, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, we both just did it. So 500 followers, our community manager Kian here is going to dress up as a unicorn in our post show. So
Oh, that's right.
that was
That's
yeah,
right.
well remembered. That was incredibly appropriate for right now. You're absolutely right.
See, with this happening with Gusto, though, there's a brief thought in a Mageana's mind of, if my white, beautiful crow is a manifestation of my soul, he's just a horny animal.
Take inspiration. That was too quick, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, it also comes in rhinoceros and bear. Never
Now,
seen a
listen,
horny
you leave
bear?
me out of this.
So funny, man.
That's right.
I'm both rhino and bear.
That's so good.
Yeah. And Gus is gonna pop up from his coma, wipe the blood from his nose, throw his arms up in the air, and scream, and run into the crowd.
Yeah.
Try and get a conga
yeah.
line going. It's conga line time. Absolute fucking chaos.
Naked conga line.
Oh yeah, good idea. Pants off.
It's absolutely amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Man, that's amazing. Yeah, so you
does anyone join him?
That's a good question. I would say pretty much anybody would join him. Like anybody who's just out and about would be joining him for sure.
What, as in full stripping, naked conga?
Probably not that much, but they'd be like they would be joining him in the da 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 da. Like they're definitely into that, yeah.
It's a
The
dash,
swing.
dash, 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 go, go.
Take your inspiration too. Though.
I'm gonna definitely also give people Dash and Go brands if they want Dash and Go, like hot brand or tattoo. Definitely have to give them a magical arcane mark for Dash and Go.
Man, the merch
Yeah,
store isn't
they go
even
with the
up yet,
brand.
and you're trying to
Yeah.
get me Dash and Go merch on that store.
No, first we need
look
the waifu party first.
We all look at our hand, there's
the
a
waifu
fucking
part.
rubber stamp. Dash and go rubber stamp on the hands. Like, what the fuck? Where did that come from?
Dash and Go condoms, but they have like holes poked in them.
Of course. Speed.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, it's obvious too. It's not like it's a hidden feature. It's pretty clear that they've been just
But
poked
you
with like
put 'em,
nails.
You
Yeah.
sell them, but they're actually they're sold like kebabs.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Oh yeah. No, it's definitely not obscured. It's quite obvious that they are defective.
Can I
prototype.
suggest a rebranding of the condom specifically to Dash and Gone in 9 months?
Oh my god.
No. Dash and come.
Dash and come. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, look, go kind of figures in that one as well. Yeah, Dash and Go.
Dash and Go, man. Done. Yeah.
What do I fear John is going to actually incorporate that as a company?
I might. Don't tempt me.
He is the one making all of our merch.
DashandGo.com.
Mhm.
Right. As the party moves forward, and as the as the time progresses, the room thins out a little bit, but the people that are here are the crazy ones. Like they are the ones who are down to continue partying. I would say I would say it's noted that as the party winds down, things are getting more out of control. Like, animals from the stables are being brought in here, which is probably a shudder to Dash.
He's in.
There is...
Like we have a horse race in here?
I mean, we already had a unicorn around. Why not? People
Alright,
are trying to recreate the unicorn incident and bring horses from the stables up.
Yeah.
There are people doing drugs we've never even heard of. There are spells being cast. There are things getting way out of control. There's a sword fight in the corner. Like,
What kind of sword fight?
that's for your imagination to tell. Things are getting wild at the party, and rightfully so. People are disappearing into the crowd. Those of you who are still there, what would you like to do?
Go harder.
I would like to take another crack at Myrtle.
Okay, man. Sure. She's like on her way out. This is too much for her, but I'll give you the opportunity.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna go for the thing before. I'm gonna see if there's something on her wrist, and basically, as people are leaving, I'm shaking their hands like, "Thanks for coming, thanks for coming."
Gotcha.
Slip it off the wrist, kind of thing.
Gotcha. Absolutely. Yeah. No worries. Yeah, you can do that. That's fine.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, that was almost a natural 20, you motherfucker!
Oh my god, it was a 7 too. That's so bad. You just got inspiration, man. If you really want it.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I want
Screw
that
this.
message of you screaming that. I want that as like my message tone. And you didn't get a natural 20. What the hell? Please, someone
God
write that
damn.
down. That's amazing. Not 20 for a total of 25. Oh man, best use of inspiration ever. Okay,
Yep.
crazy man. Okay, so
I wanted it. I fucking wanted it.
yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
You deserved it, brother.
All inspirations should be better, but going from a 7 to a 20 is that's a hell of a lot better. No worries. So you are with ease able to. You could take her whole outfit if you want. What do you want?
I'd take the thing I was going for originally. The,
you want?
Yeah.
Land.
So you take an old piece of wood, an old yew wand from her belt, and as you lift it up, you're like, you just sort of catch in the corner of your eye, you realize it's tethered to her with a thread, which makes it incredibly difficult to take. But little Madriana has a little blade up her wrist, and she just slips it out of her sleeve and tick, takes it off without, like, almost the perfect fluid motion. If anyone was watching and could see that, but they can't because it's a natural 20s on object. But if anyone could see that, they would be fucking impressed because that was the most pro thief move ever, man. That was sick, Ryder.
So I do that. Like I said, I'm saying goodbye. One, thank you very much. Bye bye. Keep going. I'll wait until I get about 2 or 3 people where she's gone out, and I'll head out into the corridor and I'll just tap her on the shoulder. I think you may have misplaced something, and I'll hold it out to her.
She'll look down at it with, at first, surprise, and then kind of almost pride. And she'll look
That
up.
thread's a little thin, my dear.
Is it? I must do something about that. Thank you,
Must
darling.
have got caught on my clothing or something.
Well, I'm sure that it did. Top marks, Amidrion.
I learned from the best.
She sort of turns and keeps kind of moving down, but there's a little, like, you just catch it, but like Dash wouldn't hear this, you hear this. Like, but Dash is my low bar, so it's like I always have to use that, like, that comparison. But you hear this for sure. There's a slight chuckle out of her. You have a feeling you'll do very good at the end of the year, especially in your stealth classes.
Nice. Like I
Well,
said,
This is giving Harry Potter in the fucking Defense Against the Dark Arts owls. So when he shows off the Patronus, that's literally what she just
Yeah.
did there.
I feel like Madriana walks back in and sees Gusto just punt cocaine up one of the trumpeters, like actual trumpets
Excuse
or
me?
something. Just like
oh, up the trumpets.
up the
Okay.
trumpets. Yeah. Anyway,
So be careful with that word in Roper.
I know, man. I'm too pure for this world.
Punted it up
That's
the
a lie.
trumpeter.
Punted up the trumpeter works. He was alone with Dash at the time. Anyone else want to do anything during the party? The party rages on.
Nah.
So I would like to know in the meantime.
Rager.
Eos, you're having a bath in your prep phase. Is there anything else that you're doing?
Yeah, so she was getting her backpack ready, put things away. Extra socks, make sure to pick the thick ones. It's gonna be cold. And it's just get everything nice and tidy, making sure her round tower is very clean before she leaves.
That does remind me.
Vikings.
Some of you eagle-eyed adventurers may have noticed, although I don't think anyone did because no one mentioned it, that on your sheet there is a new container. In your inventories, there is a container. This will be removed once you set sail. This container is your inventories for Maleficum's Arcanum. To make sure that you do not go overweight, I would recommend putting anything that you do not wish to bring with you on this journey into said container. Remington has informed you already that he will be providing many things, but these do include things like bedrolls, for example, and tents, for example. You won't need those things. He will be providing cold clothes for you and boots. You won't need those things. So anything that you do not wish to bring with you that you do not urgently need, a lot of things, including multiple rations and stuff, will be provided, but I recommend if you have space for more, bring more. But there is going to be a lot provided for you on this trip. So this is my way of telling you, offload your characters because you're going on a long journey and you don't want to be overburdened or overweight on this trip.
No, it's clearly not important.
In the meantime, you guys can sort that out in the background as you're going. Eos, tell me a little bit more. So you're getting ready. You're picking like kind of what kind of outfit you want to bring with you, what kind of situation you're in, and just making sure the dorm is clean and that you are clean.
Absolutely. Very important for her. She likes to be cleansed before anything, effectively.
And I'm sure that won't be used against you in any way, shape, or form by Dash after you had your horse shit in his room.
This is the way. But yeah, no, she's preparing. She's thinking long and hard about what kind of situation she's going to be in. There's a lot of things in her mind because her, not really stepfather, but her mother is dating a guy who is a captain, and she's trying to think, how would he prepare? What would he be doing? He usually does be tossing, turning, making the loudest noises possible in the kitchen at 5 a.m. before he heads out. So she's thinking, okay, what is he doing?
All right. Yeah, no worries. So that was a very sudden stop. So you, you're getting ready and you're thinking about Riker and all of these things and the like, what's important. You're taking this seriously, and that's good. She's never really done a voyage like this. She's done she's done a long trip to get to the Arcanum.
Yeah.
But this is a quest, a mission. This is something she read in her books. So it's good to see that she's taking it seriously, that she's learning from this, and that she's ready. You tend not to go away on quests like this and come back the same person. So good to be prepared.
Yeah, usually things have happened before. But yeah, no, she's taking it very seriously. It's very much to her heart, and she wants to do well and exceed if she can.
Perfect. No worries. Mr. Hatsu, how was your evening been?
Jawohl. Der war großartig, mein Evening. Wir haben ein bisschen geschnackt.
Oh, lovely.
Now, I would
Just sitting at
say
home having, like, berries or something?
he would have power balls for
Sorry, of course.
dinner, and he would go through his routines, his training routines. He would try to calm his mind and remember lessons that he got. And there was one lesson he received from his grandfather when he was way younger. And as the way he learned to walk more silent in the woods, he also learned how to maneuver and position your feet on like a ship or things that move, so you have an easier time to keep your balance. So what you would see him practicing when you had a camera in his room is he would make like a large figure. He's spreading out his arms and his legs are shoulder wide, and then he would turn the hip in on the right side and cross his left leg over to the right, so his two legs would build like an X shape, and he would go like a little bit into the knees, and he would kind of shape an X in front of him like a cover as well, and then he would open them again and cross behind and front and behind to kind of have like prepare a walk that would suit a ship. He could run stable but in a defensive manner to be prepared, if that makes sense. And also he kind of practices to walk this way like straight forward, but with the legs always crossed at a certain point, so he would always have this stable position just in case the ship would go like high up from a wave and shaking or whatever. So he's also mentally preparing for these situations. And as a last thing that he just remembered was a technique from the past where his grandmother would show him the knives that they would use, like utility knife, which are called kunai. So basically they are knives that are shaped more like a diamond, and they would have on the back end, they would have like a steel ring, so you can attach a rope to it, and just in case or a chain, or something happens in case of like somebody would drop or you're about to drop, to basically swing the rope with the kunai on the end, and it kind of works like a grappling hook, not as perfectly as, but as an improvised grappling hook, so to speak. And he would write a letter to, I always forget his name, the guy that runs the weapon keeping area, the secret one where his sword has been. No, in the Arcanum. Was this Conjurance? No. Was it Stewart?
No, Stewart's
Cordon Stewart?
He is the janitor.
I know he knows him, but I always forget which one it was. It was like a bulky guy as well with horns, I think.
The guy who was keeping your swords was...
It was the electric dude, wasn't it?
The elemental, yeah.
Greg.
Gig.
Greg.
Actually, Greg's not that far off. It was Gig Schneezek.
Oh, yeah.
He was mining it.
Oh,
Is
Gig?
it?
Schneezek?
Yeah, he was doing it, yeah.
Schneezek. So he would write him a magic letter and request 5 of these utility knives. And just in case he wouldn't know, but he's pretty sure he would know, just in case he wouldn't know, he also describes them and kindly asks for them to be prepared before they leave in the morning.
Might be short notice, but he can try. Yeah.
He would also like go through everything. Like he would check ropes, he would check, he would clean his sword properly with oils and everything. He would make sure that everything is just as perfect as it can be.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, we can take a look at that. I'll have to look into it now in a second, but yeah, that sounds fine. Perfect. Yeah, you do that, and yeah, you take your time, you get everything ready. I will say that Remington has pre-prepared a bundle for you guys that covers a lot of that, so I will go into that shortly, but if we do need to add something or amend something for that, I will do it after that, okay? I like the idea that it's about 5 minutes before you guys have to like start making tracks, and Gusto's still on a table by himself. Everyone else is unconscious, asleep, gone or something, but Gusto's still just going strong on a table in the middle of the room. The room is much smaller again now. Probably not to him, but to everyone else.
Gusto is dressed like a unicorn now.
Oh my god, did we hit 500 followers already?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You, how's everybody's end of night, beginning of morning? You guys are leaving at sunrise, am I right?
Yeah.
The butt crack
Crack it
midday.
on.
Butt crack it on, got it.
Well, like the ship won't leave without us. We're like those annoying people at the airport now. They won't leave without us. It'll be fine.
Ship has left, and Dash is by himself on the beach.
It's a shame. Oh wow.
I thought I had tanning time.
You're gonna have
I'd
plenty of time.
have I'd have done what I did with the teacher, and then she'd have probably dived out of one of the nearby windows and flown back home, and just got ready for the travel and did our trance.
As you all kind of wind down and do your respective trances, get your things ready. I'm gonna move through. So Dash, what happened to you after you left the party?
Yeah, so I did the Irish goodbye and just disappeared.
Very naturally.
And
With a nat 20, you disappeared, yes.
yes.
So Adriana, that's a nat 20 on stealth, just because you write this stuff down. That was a nat 20 on stealth for a total of 25.
Yep.
So you disappeared.
And I would have gone down to, well, I would have gone, packed my bag with some spare clothes, knowing that we'll get the cold stuff for just a few essentials. Snuck out and gone down to the library, where I would have spent probably the rest of the night. I'll write a letter to my mother, which I will send to you in a DM on Discord now. And just get that written up.
Did you actually know a guy called Gusto?
What?
That's what I think your letter said.
Oh, I was like, is there an NPC behind me? What? No, I should have asked that, but no, I didn't. Yeah. So then, once the letter is written, again, just Dash is kind of in work mode. The party was fun, but he wasn't drinking enough to kind of get fucked up. But he saw the unicorn, like, I'm gonna have a go on the unicorn. But other than that, yeah, he's just kind of doing.
I like that
generic...
that 20 on stealth was probably because the unicorn disappeared and you just flew out the window.
Oh no! How does Madriana do this? Yeah, I've just been kind of researching kind of ways to disguise others, because Dash is like, he's very paranoid about Eos. Like, I know she can do her own stuff.
If you try to put
he's...
mud on her, you are in so much trouble, man.
Absolutely. But between her and now Gusto, he's just like, this is a very visually obviously magical party that's going to be going through a place where it's not safe for them to do so. So he's just kind of researching how best to disguise people effectively, just going through all the stealth books that he can. He's got the information he needs on Volcana, so he's just like, okay, I know what we're facing for the most part, now I just need to know how to face it.
No worries. I believe that's most of you. Gusto, how did you wind down the end of your evening?
Wind down?
How did you continue winding up the end of your evening?
Yeah, I about to say, you use the word wind down like there's something final here.
Everybody on the ship!
Yep. He'll eventually crash out on the ship, I think. Yeah, Gusto is wearing at least 15 people's like items of clothing for 15 different people. He's dressed like a unicorn.
Wait, does Gusto have beads?
He's got tons of beads.
Is he dressed like a unicorn? Is he just have a
Yeah.
plunger on his forehead?
I mean, in his mind, he's dressed like a unicorn. Take that as you
Aren't we
wish.
all?
In
Yeah.
reality, he's on severe MDMA.
Oh, yeah.
He's just tweaking on the floor.
He's just tweaking. Yeah. I mean, this is a school with magical plates that just generate like an endless supply of things that would cost him a lifetime in a debt to like several mafias in Palperoth. So this is licensed to go nuts at this resort that also happens to be a school zort.
Is this what actually happens at Betty Ford?
Yeah, this
Oh my
is exactly what happens at Betty Ford, 100%. Gusto is going to be applying to be
There goes our Betty
Professor
Ford
of-
sponsorship.
Yeah, no, right. To be professor of
Immersion therapy.
Immersion therapy. Yeah. He's just he's gonna wander around. I think looking for Dash, and then he's going to probably just draw on someone's face, like Dash's face, so he can hang out with them.
Oh man, that's so cute, man.
Are you going to draw it out of cocaine on the table?
And then
Oh yeah, and then like lay in the cocaine and do snow angels.
yeah,
It's
Snow Angels.
probably
That's what I
not.
was about to say for sure.
Just a picture of Dash, and he's like, "Say hello to my little friend."
Oh man.
Yeah, it just continues on until like he's taken to the boat. And he's just going to leave all of the people who have fallen asleep, folded over, doing the Irish yoga in this mega suite belonging to Dash and Go headquarters, with little gift bags branded Dash and Go logo, of course,
Hell yeah.
full of photographs of Dash and Gusto
Just
holding
Dash
hands.
asleep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely
End of the Hangover movie.
Yeah.
an unflattering, an unflattering photograph of Dash.
Oh man, we
Um,
could have done a real epic one shot after this party that was just the hangover, but just like Gusto's missing and you guys have to figure out where he is from just the trail of destruction he left behind.
I think it'd be fairly obvious. Oh, he's up there.
Yep.
Is that
How do you
like
tell
but
that the line of cocaine?
every room you go to, it's him. So it's like Mike Tyson with the tiger and stuff like that. That's still just Gusto. Like everything is just Gusto.
It's true. It's true. Embrace the chaos.
He's
Embrace
just
it.
like
Chaos.
he's just Chan's character in the car. Ah,
Yeah.
motherfucker!
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Did
my
you
money, bitch.
that's right. But did you die?
Yes, Gusto. Many people have died.
What? Yeah. Is anyone dead? I don't know. If anyone looks like they're about to die or are dying, he'll give them a you partied with Gusto and survived, maybe, and then there'll be a checkbox for yes or no.
Nice.
Probably fine. It's not my fault. And then continue on.
As the daylight emerges and you all make your way to the ship, you pass a lot of people who are disheveled or unconscious or in different states. Remington shuffling back to his office with a "You partied with Gusto and survived" checkbox shirt, like underneath his robes.
Very unlike Amadriana, she's walking through the corridor banging a saucepan and like frying pan together. Like she's been as noisy as possible. Like, bang, bang, bang. What's up? Got a headache? Bang, bang.
Hell yeah. I love it.
That's the least stealthy I've ever seen you.
And yet somehow they still won't remember me. I wonder why.
Give me a go.
Detour by the stables.
Hand him over. Go for it.
You hand it over. Remington leans out. Dash! Would you stop it?
That was a bad thing to do, Dash, and I just walk away.
That is definitely the older sibling, younger sibling interaction of the older sibling doing it forever. The younger sibling does it once and gets caught, and that's it.
Sorry, Rory, we spoke over you there.
You're good, don't worry. Eos takes a small detour by the stables.
No worries. You enter the stables and someone is trying to pull some of the horses back in from upstairs, like cocaine trails on their back. As they're led back into the stables. The one best behaved horse, of course, is Ducky,
Yeah, because anyone who touches Ducky will die.
who would never partake in such an adventure.
Dash pets Ducky.
Nah, his nostrils are big enough already.
Dash doesn't pet Ducky. Dash wipes the dust off of Ducky.
Oh, no. The evidence.
Anywho, Eos goes up to Ducky. She caresses Ducky for a bit. She puts the scarf that she got in Penzance on Ducky. I still kind of wrapping around the base of his neck and gives a little smooch on the nose before patting a little goodbye for the moment.
Nice.
Meanwhile, Hatsu would beeline to Ayame and Boreal.
Mhm.
Well, I guess it's a goodbye for a few months.
Ayame's coming with you, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, Boreal at least.
Boreal, yeah.
If there's anything urgent, just send a message. I will be back. And he...
Can I use your bed while you're gone?
Well, I don't use beds, so feel free to use whatever you need. He would, like, search in his packings and shit, and he would hand Boreal one of his mother's breads out.
Oh, nice.
Well, that arrived from mother. I didn't have the time to pass it on to you. I hope you're doing good. I hope you learn and you train a lot. And if you ever need somebody, please go to Remington. Well,
He nods and he... In your native tongues, he wishes you luck on your adventure. And he prays that you will find your path to where you're going to. Boreal's not a native to Saigo no Toshi, so the little that he can speak of those languages, or that language, it's not the best. But he's trying, and he's clearly learning, and he's clearly studying, so it is something that's important to him. He's been practicing trying to say this to you, obviously, in front of the mirror for days, just to get this moment correct.
Hatsu would bow down a little deeper than he normally would.
Mm-hmm.
And he would say, I'm proud of you, Boreal. You kept yourself together, back in line, and you're doing good. Please stay that way. You will find your spot one day. And they would leave off to the ships.
You walk out, you hear some noise, you look back for a second, and Boreal's like pulled a bed into the room using the way the room changes and stuff, and he just looks so happy. The wall is gone between his room and your room, but it just looks like the wall was taken out, like the two rooms are still different, but he's figuring things out. He's happy. Ayami follows you and comes.
Boreal's giving me kind of like horse girly vibes. I don't know why.
Boreal is a horse girl.
Did Boreal
I said
have a bed?
Boreal had a bed, but he just likes Hatsu's room better because
Did Ayami ever have a bed? Why is everyone so happy to suddenly have a bed?
Ayami meditates. She doesn't have a bed.
Oh, the poor thing.
So, as you're all leaving, Dash, you're still studying in the library when you feel a hand on your back. I didn't even know you could read.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning indeed. You know what time it is, don't you?
Wait, does someone invent clocks while I was gone?
I mean, watches are a thing.
I don't know. I'm going to. Sorry, I've been here all night. I'm going to assume it's time to go. Dash has like just red eyes. You can tell it's like the night before leaving cert. He's been cramming.
She has her satchel on, but she passes you yours. I took the liberty of rescuing the final bits and pieces that Gusto hadn't shredded.
Thank you.
Figured you might need this for your journey.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Sorry, just whatever book. I just take the page that's stuck to my face off and put it together. It's like, how to disguise scuttlefoots. That's an appropriate book. And put that back.
I knew you couldn't read. That says Explorer's Guide to Minesweeper.
At least it's not
What?
Peg.
Peg's hers. Whole other book.
Yeah. She accompanies you out. You head down the hallway and then you meet a Madrona and you start banging pots and everything happens the way it happens. I want you guys to tell me who gets to the ship first.
I'm probably guessing it'd be, if it's not Eos, it might be Hatsu and a Majorana.
Yeah, I'd probably guess Hatsu because he's like got his shit together.
It's been on the ship for 2 days.
I was here before we even had the schedule.
Very well. Hatsu, you board the ship first. There is no navigator, captain, nothing. It is a long boat. And sitting in the middle of it is a what looks like a rucksack and a note pinned to it.
He's checking a note.
It appears to be a note from Remington that, to save time, I'm going to read out, and we will say that you shared this with the group, because it's a bit of a beefy note, and I think it would be easier if I just read it out, and then we don't do this 6 times or 5 times or whatever, right?
You gotta do it 6 times. Come on.
Dear friends, I hope this letter finds you well, in good spirits and prepared for the path that lies ahead. He refers to something called the Rift Satchel, but you immediately pick up that is this bag. The Rift Satchel you carry with you is near at full capacity, and apologies for that. Simply open it in an open space, turn it inside, and release what you need, and take care as it empties. I trust what remains inside will serve you well on your journey. Consider it a token of faith in your success. Whenever you need something from it, simply picture it in your mind's eye and withdraw it from that bag. I won't linger on the details, but please take caution. This world, for all its wonders, is also one that can easily turn swiftly against those of magical origins, especially in certain towns. Be wise in your interactions, be discreet when necessary. There are those who will see what you possess as a threat, and in those moments tread carefully. I trust you will keep Wolva's secret just as you did with Gorebound, and I believe that is why you are ready for this task. Remember, if you spend all your time watching your back, you won't see where you're going, but together, as you always have, you can do both. You are stronger than you know, and it is my honor to place this trust in you. In the satchel, I have left something for each of you. Slate, you will find a lute, imbued, no doubt, with something to help weave your melodies into more than just songs. Let it guide you. Also, I have heard of your success in your cooking classes. I can't read my own handwriting, sorry. So I have included a kit for you to avail of on your travels. I picked this up in Bricksunda during my travels. I didn't know quite why until we met. He was talking about the lute again. I think I just put that in order. Hatsu, I've included an old sai, one passed down to me by a dear friend from Sagonotoshi. May it serve you as well as it served him. He once told me that sai are more than mere tools, they are extensions of your purpose. In their sharp balance lies the wisdom and patience and discipline. As much as a weapon for the soul... Let me try that again. In the sharp balance lies the wisdom of patience and discipline, as much a weapon for the soul as for the body. Gusto, you'll find an old jug. You have proven your mastery over chaos and have proved that you can care for something more than just yourself. Keep this safe. It's literally, he put you in the egg class, you know, like where they give you like a bag of flour or an egg and you just have to care for it for a week. You get a jug. Lissa.
He can make a cake.
He can make a cake. Lissa, you have left a feather in my office long ago, and now it finds its way back to you. I trust it carries the same weight as the journal you once borrowed. And you see Lissa like, oh, like, oh shit. Ayami, that old hunting trap you once admired is yours now. I hope it proves as useful to you as you navigate the trials ahead. Dash, You'll find a pair of sunglasses and a wristwatch. Irony of you saying did someone invent a watch, by the way, because that's actually here. They're from a friend of Palperoth, though I suspect they'll suit you more than they did me. Consider them a match for your impeccable style. I have no wise words to offer you in this time, as I think you've heard all that you need to in these recent days. You will return a different man. And Madriana, there are manacles in this bag that I'm sure soon will find a purpose. Your instincts are sharper than most, and I trust you'll know what to do with them when the time comes. Perhaps they will aid you in not just getting ahead. Perhaps they will aid you in not getting ahead of yourself. In yourself in future interrogations. Though something tells me that that's a lesson you already had. Eos, there's a compass waiting for you. I feel it should feel familiar. It comes from the same place as your sword. It was given to me by a mutual friend of ours, but I do wonder if it would feel more at home with you. You'll know why soon enough. I have also included an old cloak of mine. I feel it would suit you better. When the time comes, the Hearthstone will take you home. Eos, I believe you already understand its magic. Simply make sure you are in a safe place and make physical contact with one another before using it, as this is a one-way trip. Lastly, should you need me, the new telestone, there's a little object in there that looks like a telestone, but it's a little bit different. The new telestone will connect us, though I admit a letter might take longer, but it still holds its charm. Somehow this device is even less my style than the glasses and wristwatch. I included many trinkets that you may either use or sell to help you on your journey. Try not to help on your journey. Try not to sell that I have to return it. So try not to sell the telestone. He has to return that. So just keep that somewhere in the bag or whatever you want. Use your best judgment. I do not regret placing my trust in you. I have no doubt you will succeed. Be safe. Bring back the Moonbane Elixir. However, I value your lives more. If it's between you and the Elixir, I choose you. Good luck on your adventure, and may fortune guide your every step. Remington.
We are Pokemon.
Gotta catch 'em all.
I throw the telestone going, I choose you.
I put the note in your inventory, Hatsu, so you do have it. You can copy it and share it on Discord and stuff if you want. It's a note from Remington. It is there. And I shall remove it from the backpack, but as Hatsu was there first, I'm going to put the backpack on him. You can choose where you want to put it. I'm going to take your inventories off you shortly. We will start on the ship, we'll do our break, and then I'll take the lockbox, Arcanum storage, whatever you're leaving at the Arcanum, I'll take it off you, back it up, and then you guys can have it back when you are returning to the Arcanum. You all show up to the boat. Within the confines of the bag, just because it'll help you guys with your packing, you find the following. 20 arrows, 8 bedrolls, 5 candles, 1 chain which is 10 foot long, 1 climber's kit, 8 clothing for cold weather, the compass, cook's utensils, 8 crampons, 20 crossbow bolts, a dagger, 4 diamonds worth 50 each, dog rations for 7 days, as Chicken boards the ship, the feather for Alyssa, fishing equipment, a gemstone cube, grappling hook, which is what I was talking about to you a second ago, Biz. I was like, I can get you that stuff, but, you know, there might be something in there. A hammer, the Hearthstone hunting trap. There's an ink pen, a jug, a lantern that is hooded, a lavender colored cloak, a beautiful lute, the manacles, 2 flasks of oil, 1 potion, which is called Omega Ascend. I will say that Slate did some magic on that to see what it was. The Omega Ascend potion is basically a potion of climbing. It leaves you climbing speed to match your walking speed for 1 hour to one of you. There are 7 common healing potions, which are called Omega Heals. And then there's 1 greater Omega Heal potion as well. There is an ornate stone in here. There are 10 pittons. There are 30 rations. There is an old staff from Remington. There is 2 hempen ropes for 50 feet. There is an old sai here. There is 1 thing of sealing wax, should you need to send a letter. 10 shuriken, 1 shovel, 8 signal whistles, in case you guys get separated and need something in the snow. 5 smoke bombs, 1 soap, because please wash. 1 pair of sunglasses, 1 telestone V2, 4 2-person tents, 1 tinderbox, 10 torches, 8 water skins, 1 whetstone for sharpening your blades, 8 winter boots, and 1 wristwatch. So you have a very full backpack coming with you. So as it is emptied out on the boat, it takes probably quite a while to put back on. Biz, I will give it to you. You are free to pass the bag to whoever you want. You guys can discuss who takes this arcane backpack, of course. And whoever does, I would say then just hand out the things that were meant to be handed out. I've left the note on busy and stuff, but there are certain things due to go to certain people. I'll leave that up to you guys if that actually happens or not. But yeah, you basically get a fully kitted loadout to prepare you for this journey. As such, good.
Okay, just as we're kind of going through the stuff, I'll just turn to you. So, oh, what did you do with the dagger I stuck in your door?
Oh, Gusto took it.
Gusto, wake up!
I have my own.
I'm awake.
Have you got my dagger?
Yeah, it's you. What?
The dagger that Eos gave you. It was mine. I stuck it in her door. Can I have it back?
Eos gave me a dagger.
And the bag.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, he's sleepy.
I'm gonna rob him.
Got your toothbrush
I
though.
don't know if there's anything to rob, man. He's just lying there on the ground. Like, I don't even know if he's fully clothed.
Oh yeah, you know he's dressed like a Paparazzi hooker.
Yeah, so I don't know if he's fully clothed. That's what I just said.
Why?
Yeah.
Why do you have lipstick on the inside of your thigh?
wow.
Wouldn't you want to know? There were 5 of us. We could have had a 6th.
Does anyone object to me taking the dagger from the back?
You do.
Cool. I'll take that one then. Gusto, do you need a pillow?
Who needs a pillow when you got your best friend, the whole wide world?
Yeah, but sleeping on me is like sleeping on a washboard, so not that comfortable.
You know, just a couple of casseroles, maybe a chocolate cake. Get you nice and comfortable.
Tell you what, you just close your eyes there, buddy. We'll wake you up when we get there.
So what we'll do before we set sail, we're going to take a break in a second. For those of you in the party, if you want to move things across from, make sure you check your backpacks, because things like sleeping bags and stuff you don't need. It's already in the other backpack. So if there's certain things you don't want to bring with you, make sure you check your normal backpacks, and you can open up on the inventory section. It's like an Arcanum storage. Each one is named after you. You can dump whatever you want in there. It should remove it from your inventories. You can move it straight across, and just make sure that you have your entire thing sorted during the lunch, during the break. This isn't actual school. During the break, I will then remove those off of you, and I will give Hatsu the bag of holding, and I will let you guys disperse and talk about it then when we come back, and just give things out, and we can RP a little bit, because it's going to be a little bit of a journey to get there.
Nice. I'm excited. Looking forward to this.
So those of you who have maybe joined us already know this, but those of you who may have joined us for the first time today, because I do see quite a few people in chat, we'll be doing what is referred to as a boss fight. So to join, you will do ! And your class once the message pops up in chat, and you'll be able to join us for an epic fight. You'll even be able to do a prediction to see if you win or lose. If you're watching on YouTube, we always recommend joining us for the lives if you can, because this part is, at least I think it's fun. We always get good response for it in chat. So let's have a quick look. Here's your prediction. Thank you so much for hanging out and for talking to us in chat. Looking forward to seeing you. We'll be back in 10.5 minutes, just to round it out. So 8:40 p.m. our time. BRB.
See you in a minute.
Way, we are back. Inventories are assorted. We are here and ready and waiting. So we are gonna set sail, I suppose. So you stand upon the ship, ready to partake on your first adventure together. You've had some leave from the school, but this is a proper adventure quest, you know? So you're waiting for a captain, sailor, but instead a golden dome rises above the ship itself, sealing you inside. The temperature is nice. The motion is stable, and the ship sets sail. You have a few days here. There aren't really any rooms. There's nothing really major to do other than anything you guys kind of would like. So, as we set sail, what would you like to do?
Eos will put on the cloak she was given. She's going to take out the compass directly in front of her and adore it for a while. She's going to like slowly turn around and see, oh my god, it keeps, oh no way, it keeps doing it.
Is it a cloak of billowing? Please tell me it's a cloak of billowing.
It is not. Damn it, it should have been, but it's not.
But she's
That's one of my favorite D&D items.
The
For
cloak of billowing.
no
I
good reason.
love-
I just
I
love
love
it so
it.
much.
The Xanathar's guide, they had so much fun with the mundane, wondrous items, and I love them so much. Yeah, so you guys are moving. It's a nice day out. The weather's nice, but you're not getting soaking wet or anything. You can stick your hand outside the dome if you wish, and then you feel the true climate, and it's much colder and it's much scarier outside. It's nice in here. Eos, you look at your sword. You look at your compass. They are one and the same. They're not like, well, both a sword, not a compass, but
Sword compass?
the design is one and the same. They are from the same place, the same manufacturing place, and the same vibe. I'm trying not to spoil your story too much.
I hear what you're saying.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm stumbling over my words while I think
Yeah.
about it. But the compass fits inside the sword perfectly.
Oh.
So you look at the sword and you click, and it goes
Yeah.
inside, and now you know when you're stabbing north.
Thundercats.
Eos
Oh.
stands up and she stands proudly with a cloak. She pretends it's blowing the wind, but because we're in a dome, it's really not. And she's like,
Gusto just waves it.
no way. Oh, no way.
What, you need some wind?
If you don't mind, Gusto.
Pull my finger.
Okay. Ah! Vile creep.
The dome contains that smell for at least an hour.
Been saving that for days.
It smells like it.
Something died up there during the party.
Oh, but no way. It's the compass
Rigid
goes
gear.
with the sword.
Hatsu, do you ever worry that this is a group of children?
Well, I'm very aware it is a group of children.
Okay, sounds very weird. What's kind of funny though?
Look, my race matures slower than the rest of you.
I'm 46.
Only?
Only?
Well,
Oh my god.
I don't know. I mean, like, I'm pretty long-lived for a scuttlefoot.
What is the average lifespan of your race?
12.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're more
Inside check.
3.
Go for it.
Is
I'm
that
not good at
because you're
maths.
all dumb?
What? No. No. It's not like we're kobolds. God.
Poor Gusto just getting absolutely slammed.
15 on insight.
You wait until he passes out.
Gusto, I'll let you say. I don't know.
I mean, I don't think goblins live very long
they
in this world.
They
No,
usually
I mean,
get-
like, the inside check was, is he really 46?
Oh, yeah, yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. He's old. He's a very old goblin.
he's the-
Something or someone or someone's have been looking over him.
Minerva.
What's amazing is that he is technically the Gandalf of Scuttlefoot. Like, he is old, wise, wiser than the
Mother-
rest. Like,
Motherfucking Merlin over here.
no, I'm Merlin.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I am Relicus. I don't know. Inside jokes.
What's the game?
Yes.
Avalon? Is that what we played? Yeah, we were playing
Avalon,
Avalon on
yeah.
the week, and everyone was just like, I'm Merlin.
Great game. Highly recommend. Other games are available.
Unless they sponsor us, in which case only that game. It's a pretty long journey, so I'd say talk to me a little bit about what you guys are doing. And
Well, the first time Gusto passes out, I'm hanging him from the crow's nest with the manacles.
oh my god,
I gotta test them. I gotta make sure they're stable.
fair. Gusto,
Did I
you
tell
wake
you it was
up.
by his ankles?
Gusto, you wake up. All of you is green except for your arm, which is now blue because you've been hanging from the manacle by a manacle from the crow's nest for about an hour.
Into it. All right. Kinky.
Is there a part of Gush that thinks this is Dash's foreplay?
Well, I mean, Dash would be snuggled up next to me if this was the case.
Oh,
We
that's
got
next.
Shatter. Just catch Shatter on the crow's nest. Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. I got nothing.
When he lands, I'll undo the manacles and put them back in my bag.
Oh, I'm not done yet. What? You gonna play a trick of me?
I think
So I
you'll
got
find
here.
you call that one the stranger.
Oh no, the strangers when you sit on your hands.
Can you feel your hand right now?
Okay, now blood's coming back.
Ah,
Give me a second.
I need to hang you up longer, is what you're saying.
Cast grease underneath him, Adriana.
So I'm gonna get 2 d20s from you, but just give me 1 second.
Ah.
So Shatter, that's just gonna break everything, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you cast Shatter and it goes out. The crow's nest just explodes and Gusto kind of lands on the ground, and then casts Grease.
I'm not moving, so I don't need to worry.
Okay. And I'll get 2 d20s from you, Gusto, as well.
Blam, blam, spells everywhere. Where's the button? 1, 2. Oh, come on. And
I swear to God, if a flump turns up
Nice.
next to me,
You're okay. Got a nat 20 on that, actually. I don't think it counts as a technical nat 20 because it's not actually a check. It's just rolling a d20, so it's not. But it's just you got one.
is it a 1 or a 20 that makes it go off?
1, unfortunately.
Fair enough.
And sometimes just randomly. Yeah, so there is now grease everywhere and wood shards and splinters all over the place. Gusto stands there with a manacle and probably not much else on. Madriana, you're standing on a pile of grease. Eos and Dash and probably Hatsu just have splinters and stuff all over them. Like, not necessarily embedded, just like shards of wood on top.
Eos will approach Hatsu. Cloak up, and she'll go next to him and quietly to Hatsu, she'll ask, I will need your help. We need to control this, or the ship won't make it.
Agreed.
So they both draw their
And-
swords.
No, actually, he's trying to make use of the jitter, the psi-like thing
Yeah.
that you gave him, and usually they have like a tippy point, they're a little bit thicker. They would look like a floret, but very shorter, more like a knife, like a hunter's knife.
Okay.
And on the side there is like a curved, like a horn going out, and the whole purpose of that thing is you catch blades with it, you twist it, and you unarm the swordsman. But you can also use it to catch a hand or a wrist with it and make like a wrist lock with it as well. So there's all sorts of applications for it. Normally the police would use it to arrest people, unarm them and stuff like that. So he would
In
attempt...
Osaka, right? I think it was. They used to do that where it started. Because I had to read
Yeah,
about Psi earlier.
yeah.
And that's what it was like. It was
Yeah.
teaching me like the lore of it. And when you just said that, it just
Yeah.
snapped all of the history in a way. Yeah, go ahead.
So he would approach Gusto with the attempt of catching the arm with the jitter and getting the horn towards his wrist and lock his arm behind his back.
Okay. So one arm dangling a manacle, the other arm just behind his back. Gusto, it's been a very weird minute since you woke up.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we're doing this. All right. Very well. He chose this.
Oh my god, no.
Yeah, he will Super Saiyan and go to where is it? Innate sorcery. And he will begin brimming with chaotic magic.
Oh my god.
His eyes light up with wild, intense You guys fucking chose violence, huh? All right,
Oh,
let's
hold on a
dance.
second. Dash just
Let's
walked
fucking
over.
dance.
Gusto.
What?
Breathe.
While he is going into
Breathe.
rage, Hatsu would attempt to knock him unconscious with his left hand,
Roll initiative.
while his arm is locked on the right.
Is that,
You can still
is
see
a
the
bonus
Archon
action.
behind you. You're not that far away. Like, for fuck's sake.
Rema's just waving from the shore, going,
Can I at this point, knowing what Hatsu tends to do in these situations, can I look at him as well and be like, stop? Just stop everything?
You could say it. Whether or not he'll do it is up to Busy.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a bonus action. Roll initiative, man.
All right, we're doing it. All right. I'll just bring you onto the test screen. Here you go.
the test screen.
I forgot that in-party combat was likely to occur. That's my bad.
Hey, I'm not the one starting combat.
You're all
I'm not
free
combating anybody.
You're all free to join initiative if you like.
You attacking.
I'm just going to
I
sneak my
started,
name,
right?
Warfish wrist like I said I was going to, and then I'm going to go and stand next to Dash.
Where is initiative on here?
I mean,
Yeah.
technically, I started with the wrist lock, right? On the back.
Yep. It's a surprise round, so initiative still applies. That's just all that was.
All right. I'm rolling for supply.
I've never seen as much PvP in any D&D campaign.
And you need to watch Star Strikers, crazy.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So we'll.
It's not rolling for me for whatever reason because it's the copy things that are here.
Oh, is it
Oh,
I think it's
okay.
paused.
Sorry. 1 second.
Got it.
Apologies.
Unpaused.
Fix this.
No, I can't see.
I know. I'll fix it. 1 second.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
Chicken's cute.
Chicken's super cute.
Oh, there he is.
Stream
Yeah.
can't see it, but there's a tiny little
Aw.
chicken token.
And many zombies.
Can't roll for initiative for whatever reason.
You did. You have,
Oh, I did.
18.
It doesn't show up for me. All right. I don't know why it's not showing up for me,
Doesn't
but
show up in
okay.
chat, but you have 18 on the initiative tracker. Gustav
Oh,
has
yeah.
9. I made you an dash, and yes, you're welcome to roll. I don't know. I had to read your characters because you were on your test characters.
We'll see.
So, okay. This is what happens when the DM is not prepared for in-party combat. My bad.
It wasn't supposed to be a combat, but I think now it is. I don't know.
I don't know. Like if you're moving to knock him out, it's gonna be fucking combat. You're already trying to grapple him, and he's not gonna put up with that a second time.
Yeah, it's fine.
You get 1 free.
Yeah, I think 3, but we go with it.
No, 1 free.
I love
You
it.
got
Buy one,
to
get one free?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so I guess we're rolling with that. I don't know.
The only thing the DM did prepare for in in-party combat is popcorn. Enjoy, folks.
Right.
Okay, does the first thing he did count as part of his action?
No, I'll just say that we're kicking in now. So it is Hatsu, then Dash, then Gusto. So Hatsu, up you go. I should turn off the fun music now.
I like it.
No, it's perfect.
Oh, this was perfect for this nonsense.
I was going to say, they are a couple of clowns, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I would say he has the jitter in hand, so he would use it. With the attempt to knock him out, since he's a violent beast. I have to target him, I guess, right? Where's Gusto? Is this Gusto?
The goblin would be Gusto.
This is
So
Gusto.
with the cigarette, yeah.
Attack. 10.
No.
So you try and knock
That
him
does
out,
not
but
count.
he's absolutely raging, squirming around in your grip.
Okay. Then we do this.
Oh, God.
Oh, 22
Jesus.
probably hits.
Silvery barbs.
Oh, what?
Roll a d20 for me as well with your silvery barbs, but go ahead.
Yep.
And we do. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Let's see here. I can't.
He
For
used
some
silvery
reason.
barbs on you. You have to target him. He used silvery barbs on you, so you have to re-roll your attack. Busy.
That attack.
I don't see it. Oh wait, let's try it this way.
Can I reroll it? No, I have to do it again. Okay.
There we go.
Oh, nice bit. What's that?
No idea what just happened. So it was a 22 to hit and a 17 hits. Yeah.
Yeah, those was it.
Yes. So Gusto's there, like raging and going away, and Hatsu's just like just hits him on the top of the head with the blunt end of the side.
Do you damage?
He did, yeah, he did.
I did, and
Okay.
the last attack.
Oh, that's automatic. Look at that.
Jeez.
Another 7.
Damn. Yep.
Yes.
That
That's
was because you're yeah, gotcha. Dash, you're up.
All right, I'm just walking between them.
Okay. So you stand between them and you're like, I mean, you can speak to them if you want to.
Yeah, I'm just like, can you both stop? Just kind of exasperated, like, because obviously I haven't slept in a little bit cranky. So, like, I can't believe I have to be the voice of reason. But stop it.
Can't wait to see Dash get his ass handed to him.
Mm.
I know this is probably a little bit more obscure of a reference, but if any of you watch Bob's Burgers, I feel like this is when Bob was sleepwalking and Teddy just chokes him and he wakes up and he's like, ah! Ah! He just starts screaming with his arms stretched out, and I feel like that's what Gusto's like. He just woke up, this thing exploded, he just lands on the ground, spews grease, and then he's just like being choke slammed by Hatsu. Like, it's so random. It's been like 30 seconds since he woke up.
Another day in the life.
I would try to pick Gusto up as well, be like, "You're coming with me," and just like grapple him and walk him away, I guess.
Is Gusto willing or not willing? Because that's the contest.
Oh yeah, sure. You can pick me up and take me away.
Oh, that's ominous as shit, man. That doesn't help me at all. All right, Dash, you pick up Gusto. I don't know how complacent he is. How far away do you take him? The boat's not big. The boat's only like 30 foot.
It's a longboat, yeah.
I'll just dash to the other side.
Oh god.
Oh.
I'm sidestepping away from Dash where he's going.
Fair.
Just throw imagery on a kind of a half knowing, half concerned look, like,
And the Major Arna's just like, nope, not fucking me. Not this time.
Well, I moved to Gusto.
there's also that little bit of, you fucking started this.
Fantastic. I got range now, so it's no longer at disadvantage. Chaos Bolt at Hatsu.
Oh my god. All right, just target Hatsu on the. Oh, you did. Yeah. Just
And
roll-
Tides of Chaos for advantage.
Okay. Oh my god.
Gusto!
Oh, I'm rolling it.
Fuck you! 25.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's a projectile, right?
Yeah,
Correct.
it's a magical projectile. It's not the same as.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. Okay.
That a nat
16
fucking
points of
20.
16 points of psychic.
No, it wasn't that 20.
Just a question,
It's a
Yeah.
19.
because I'm carrying him away, so I would be between him and...
Oh,
Hatsu.
silly goose. Don't say that, Dash.
No, look, Dash is putting himself in danger again.
Oh, Gus will
think I'd learn.
like lemur swing over to like he's brimming with energy at this stage.
Did you just
Basically,
fucking dab attack?
No one's going to put fucking hands on this goblin again.
All right. Well, I need a D100, please.
Happily.
Mm.
You just fucking dab attacked. Fuck it.
Yep. No surge on that.
Sorry, I meant a D100, not a D20. So sorry.
Oh,
D100.
excuse me. Sorry.
Apologies. I was trying to get the sheet up.
90.
That's good, right?
Sure, that's good, right?
Yep.
Gusto, if you kill me, I swear to God.
Gusto, in his half-naked self, as he casts that spell, a skull appears on his chest in an like emblazoned tattoo.
Cool.
Yes, apparently.
First
Is he
action.
marked for death?
Speak.
Sorry.
Hatsu, are you okay?
Is that good?
But he's not okay. Not at all.
Okay. All right. I am preparing purple flame sword for the next move and end my turn.
Okay.
Preparing an action.
All right. That's what you
I
know.
feel like I'm holding a bag of cats.
Okay.
I am so scared about what the fuck is gonna happen now. This escalated real quick.
Let me think.
A good idea. Take some time. Take all the time you need, pal.
You're not the only one teaching lessons here, Hatsu. You're not the only one.
Just giant
Dash,
skull
you're
coming
like
out of his chest.
struggling to hold him, and he's just like wriggling and casting spells and shit.
He is now 15 feet away, right?
How about that? Yeah.
Looks like it is.
Mm-hmm.
And Dash is between you and him. Remember your best buddy Dash that you love so much?
It's not your initiative, Dash. Shut up.
He's casting darkness in between him.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh, kinky.
And
Oh wow.
as
I
a
just got that one
bonus action,
Oh, I gotta roll this thing.
as a bonus action, we use this. Wait, why do I have to roll?
Apparently you hit yourself with it
What?
too.
Yeah, it doesn't affect me.
I know, but it's
It's a
just-
feature.
It's Foundry. There's nothing I can do to make it to
Yeah,
talent.
okay, I roll with advantage.
Look at that, you succeed.
You realise that Dash and Gusto is essentially John Arbuckle and Garfield.
Oh, wow.
Gusto and
I-
Chicken need to roll for some reason.
Sorry, what?
Chicken
Either
succeeded.
one, what?
You need to roll for the darkness just to see if the effects of like stuff hits you and stuff.
Alright.
Roll against darkness?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Might
No,
be
because
darkness.
actually Gusto should be over with me on the thing.
Oh, darkness is big.
Yeah, I'm outside the
Just read for a
circle, but Gusto's token isn't next to Dash. on
It's
the
just
screen.
it's just a Foundry thing anyway. It's not.
This is just
actually
Foundry being
affecting
Foundry.
you
It's not
guys.
actually a saving throw. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
the
it's not a
dex is-
saving throw.
It's also just for
No, it doesn't do damage or anything.
No,
There
it's
is
not
no
about damage.
save.
It's just
Why?
Yeah, it's just a weird quirk. I don't know. It's a weird quirk of Foundry, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't
it's
know
dark-
what I need to do
Darkness
with
is
that.
just darkness.
yeah. There is an area of effect there for darkness. So if you pull Gusto outside of that, he won't
Yeah,
actually
but
have
the
to
spell
roll
shouldn't
for
be
it.
making you do a saving throw. I don't actually know why that's happening. I'm gonna check that out in a
Oh,
minute. But
okay.
anyway, go ahead.
Anyways.
Do you need me to move Gusto out?
It's okay for the
No,
moment.
no,
Jada.
it's fine. It's fine. It's just about the thing. So he would get advantage because he's not affected from the darkness. And then he rolls. I get advantage on the first attack, right?
On all attacks if you are in the darkness. If am I in the darkness or is
Yeah.
You're with Dash wherever Dash is.
is Dash in the darkness?
Yeah, but I think
Yeah, you
Hatsu was
both
placing
are.
it on you, so you both would be.
Oh.
Okay, so we're both in the darkness. Then you would have advantage on all your attacks because we are both blind.
Okay, so that with advantage.
Nice.
Doobie-doops. For 7.
Stand by. Let me see if I need to actually have visual sight for another silvery barbs. I'm not
You
sure
need-
if I do.
Yeah, check. Check it out.
No, I have to see. I have to be able to see it.
Okay, yeah, so you can't in this case.
And then the last.
Oh, 7 hit points. He's unconscious.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's out cold.
All right.
How did what just
So
sorry, actually in
he-
terms of that attack? Sorry, what just happened? Like what? How did you attack him?
Okay, so he did cast darkness, and then he threw in like an unarmed strike to actually knock him out in the darkness.
Nice.
So I just feel him go limp.
As he goes limp, the skull begins to throb and pulse on his chest. Go ahead.
That's not ominous.
And he would. I mean, is fight over or still turn order?
I'll leave that up to everyone else. If you guys are all laying down arms and laying down a gusto, we can cancel the initiative.
The energy cycling.
He would shout, "It's enough! It was about to restrain his magic, so there's no more damage here."
Yes.
Oh yeah, this energy siphoning from Mios's body into the purple flame sword with a quick, it dissipates, just flows away.
Wait, does he also have a lightsaber?
You'll never know.
It's a
Because you
phaser.
were in the darkness and you did not see it. So, Gusto, you are technically...
He's limp, but he's hard.
Why does he get erect every time he goes unconscious?
It's a rage boner, all right?
Pointing to the left.
So if it's the case that if it's the case that combat is over,
Yep.
He would restrain Gusto, and he would turn over to Midrana.
Oh, he's gonna have
to-
he's gonna have to contest Dash to get his hands on Gustav.
Hatsu takes out his sword.
Yeah, you guys want to wake up? You want him to wake up and restrained again?
Oh wow.
Yeah,
he
he lets
Oh,
he
point.
lets loose of the darkness, and he would go to look over to Adriana, visibly fucked up, and he would say, "Would you mind to restrain him in a way that might help us to prevent him for destroying the ship?" Maybe. Like his tone of voice is different because he's kind of panicking. Like,
I understand what you're saying, Hatsu, but maybe you should just ask him.
Yeah, violence or just inside violence, Hatsu.
well,
Walking away
don't-
with Gustav someplace comfortable.
I don't understand you guys. I really don't. Like, I wasn't about to do any harm. I was just trying
Oh, I
to
know,
stop
I
him
know.
from using wild magic.
I understand what you were doing. I'm just saying that maybe asking him not to use it rather than forcing him not to use it is a
Well,
better way to go.
he's about to destroy a ship. He's already destroying it while we on it. That's not time to talk. That's time for preventing it.
That's why
Yes.
I asked.
He
Hatsu for help
he
with.
is pissed as fuck. He's gonna turn his back, and he turns to Ayame, and he just nods in a way. If shit hits the fan, all means necessary, and he's using his. He was about to get Gusto properly sorted and was about to heal him, but instead he's gonna heal himself with his healer's kit.
Okay.
And this is
Well, the healer's
Oh,
kit's
no.
just to stabilize. It doesn't heal.
yeah,
but,
it's just to
like you
stabilize
can
you, right?
for the narrative, you can say you're just putting band-aids on and stuff. That's what I thought you meant anyway. So
Yeah. Okay. All right. And would you? No, I can't. Right? I can't use the hit dice too here. All right. That's him, grimming in the corner. Doesn't understand the world at all.
Gusto, in your sleep, in your unconscious state, very briefly, you hear the water gushing around the ship. You hear in and out the people talking to you. You even hear the disagreement about what should happen with you. And then you just hear, "Find him." And your eyes bolt open. You're awake.
He said what? What? Hold on. Something said what?
Find him.
Find him? Gusta pops to his feet.
Probably still in Dash's arms, actually.
Yeah, but he like
Looks-
pops to his feet, so it's like 2 foot taller.
Yeah, that's right. Now I'm gonna be fucking clear. Fucking crystal clear with all of you motherfuckers. You fucking touched me again. Like I'm some fucking piece of meat. Like some fucking cattle on the side of the street that you could push around. That was restraint. That was fucking restraint. I could do a whole lot worse. I will rip your face off and shove it up your ass. Take a piss on your dying body. Now, are we good with the pranks?
I'll kind of get down so I'm at like eye level with Gusto. And I just kind of put one hand on his shoulder, like, now you're speaking like someone from Balparoth.
I am from Balparoth.
I know. Take a breath. We'll use that.
I will. Oh, I will. I will. I'll breathe in the last the thing that comes out of their mouth when they die. It's exhaust. You know, the rattling sound that they make when they finally expire.
Have you got alcohol?
No, but I need some. To splash on your fucking wounds.
We'll find you some. Let's go and debrief and cool the emotions.
Oh, I'm cool.
Well, we know
It's
you're
not
cool.
a threat, by the way. It's a fucking promise.
Hey,
Swing your dick at somebody else.
kind of whispers to him, not to me, right?
Dash, I love you. You're my best friend forever. But I will gut you if you do that to me. Fucking gut you in front of your mom. All right?
Hey, I'm looking out for you.
As you look
Yeah.
around, you'll see that Lissa has her hand firmly on her dagger at that.
Yeah, I'll just kind of give that kind of gesture. Gusto, we're okay.
Yeah? Yeah? We traveling together?
We'll
You
sort
want
this out.
trust? You want trust? You start acting like a family here, huh? The shit. You talk about kids?
Show
What
me
they do to
siblings
you?
that don't fight.
What did they do to you, Dash? Huh? I was there. I watched it. It was a thing we were doing. It was fine. But that shit in the streets of Palparoth, we're all going down. I'm bleeding my quarters. It's probably the only room here. It's mine now. Gusto's.
You know what? You take it, buddy. I'll come find you later, okay?
Fuck you guys. He's gonna go slam the door. A little ball of angry goblin energy.
Nobody
I like
question
angry
how a
gusto.
room or a door appeared, but yep. we'll just chalk that up to wild magic.
He's still radiating. It's fine.
I figure there's some place he can go and hide himself anyway and just...
Lick my wounds. Yeah.
I'll just turn to the rest of him once he's gone. Guys, we have to work on de-escalation. God damn it.
It was my fault.
Your fault.
I think you need to work on your friend.
Hold
Sorry,
on.
yes. How do you think it's your fault?
I asked for help to restrain a situation because we're 40 meters from shore.
You can
The
still see
freaking
Ducky's
sail
stable.
is down. The mast is destroyed. It smells like a fart. And poor Hatsu, my wonderful friend, nearly got killed.
Yeah, let's
Have you
play
never sailed on a
that back.
boat
So this all
before?
started because I have.
There's water below
What?
you. You will drown. Or get
I
eaten.
won't. I can swim. It's fine.
You know
This-
you fucked
that's-
up when you make Rory's mic cut out from him yelling at you.
Let's pin that for a second, guys. I've warned you about pranks going too far.
It was just like shouting, but her voice is like cutting out.
He overreacted, but there was no need for him to be in that position to begin with.
Let me ask you a question, Dash. We're 40 meters from shore, as Eos just said, but something fucking grabs this ship. He's unconscious because of his stupidity. How long do you think it is before we all die because he hasn't got our back?
I think he would have our back if we didn't manacle him to the fucking crow's nest.
You're missing the point.
I don't think I am. Look, I get it. You guys like pranks. That's all cool, but not everyone reacts the same way. You know, we can de-escalate things. We don't have to tie people to a mast to try and get them not to use their magic. We don't have to try and knock them unconscious to try and de-escalate a situation. Because if that doesn't work on the first shot, that situation's going up.
No, it wasn't a
You
prank
need to work
either.
on talking.
It was a case of you act like a bollocks, you get treated like a bollocks.
If you treat someone like a bollocks, they're going to act like a bollocks. I'm just saying, there's blame on both sides here. That's all I'm saying. We can look at him, but you need to look in the mirror too. At that
There's no
point,
mirror
Dash
on the
just
boat.
walking off.
It's not in
and
the
he's
bag.
not listening to anymore.
Well, let's get one thing clear, I think. There's rules on such expeditions. And Amadriana's pretty right when she says it's hard to hand somebody the... what's the fucking English word? Fuck.
What's the German word?
What's the meaning of it?
Verantwortung, responsibility for your life. If that person is selfish in a way that he's drugging himself, totally hangover, doesn't understand and can't control his magic. You was about to lay hands on my brother as well, because he couldn't control his magic. So what is the difference now? I can't understand. I was trying to help him calm down and make him understand that he can't behave in that way. This is serious what we're doing here. And if you guys don't understand that there needs to be borders that nobody should cross, then I'm sorry, then we are wrong and we should turn back immediately. I wasn't about to harm him anyway. But if it means I have to stop him from destroying this ship, I will always do, because this is my responsibility.
And Dash has already walked towards the front of the ship at this point, so he wouldn't have caught most of that. 'Cause he's just like, Dash is kind of like, I'm on the
I
verge
mean,
of losing
it's
my cool.
30
He's just,
feet. You have to be a deaf guy if you can't hear him. Like,
Dash is. Dash is.
Are you seeing his perception?
la 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 la.
I'm so handsome. Oh, no.
I mean, if you're making the effort to like make sure he hears it, sure.
Lissa's gonna make the effort.
And-
She stops you from going further. Listen to him.
But to me?
Mhm.
Oh, I hear him, but you can't always predict how everyone's going to react. You smack a guy full of wild magic, you're taking a big risk.
It's not about... It's never about how the mission goes. It's how you handle the failures of the mission. Learning from what you've done before so you don't do it again. You can only do that if you talk to everybody who experienced it. Disregarding that is going to cause problems.
Oh, no, let's not disregard it. But in the heat of the moment, I'd rather de-escalate it so we can have the conversation without everyone blowing up.
She just nods and steps out of your way.
I'll actually just kind of put my hand kind of on her shoulder and just kind of stand there watching the ship, watching the shoreline disappear a little bit.
Yeah.
And just stand there quietly for a little bit.
We're not super close. Like, you guys aren't still docked or anything. We are, like, out a bit. We've been going for about an hour or so. But, like, you can still see everything. It's still there. It's not out of your eye line. This isn't a massively speedy getaway, you know?
I just imagine Remington on the shoreline going, "Oh fuck, what have I done?"
I'm sure Remington knew this was going to happen before. Whether or not the DM did, Remington, I'm sure, did. Thankfully, his intelligence is higher than mine.
I would say before we move on, Hatsu would approach Eos kinda more close, and he would almost whisper to her, "Never think that it is your fault if you ask for help. But next time, if you see magic crossing my path, it would be nice if you would help me as well.
Absolutely, Hatsu.
That thing hurt."
I can.
That
only
really hurt.
imagine. Hatsu, could you teach me how to fish?
Is there anything Hatsu can't teach?
I can try.
Magic.
I was never a good fisher, I guess.
We can only try. We have plenty of time.
And he would share a book with her for them to read when they have time, which is Flora and Faunas of Arboris.
You just send it to her inventory.
Meanwhile, I'm Adriana sitting there thinking, I'm so glad I've got wings, so when they blow up this fucking boat and kill each other, I can just fly back to the shore.
Thanks, Fizz.
Time moves on, as does what remains of the ship. No lasting damage, although a lot of splintered wood and grease, and just remains of the arcane battle that just ensued.
Can I say that as we are going along, the mast starts to repair itself and gets put back together as Madriana swiftly collects all the pieces she can find and using her book starts to piece the whole thing back together again. One
Maybe.
piece at a time.
It is definitely something I would like to hear you say, for sure. Madriana begins to mend the ship, bringing it back together piece by piece. Would anyone like to assist her as Ayami and Lissa do as they start picking up pieces to help Madriana?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Hatsu would help as well.
As long as we stop before things get truly broken, we can always fix it.
The mast gets assembled slowly. Takes a bit of time. Cantrips work that way. But yeah, you manage to restore a majority of it and bring back up the sails and everything that were required for this journey, and the ship surprisingly moves quite a bit quicker at that point. I would say Eos, with your knowledge, may not be as advanced as Riker's, but you do have knowledge in sailing. You've read a lot, you've done a lot, and this is something you had interest in actively because of the connections in your life.
Yeah.
You find that you have an affinity for sailing this ship.
Hell yes. Let's go.
So you also have a sailor background?
She doesn't.
Doesn't she has something else?
But she is official member of Sailor Moon.
Oh my god.
Let's use that one animation of her 36,000 times.
Gotta keep it under budget, boys.
That's exactly it. Oh man.
Just flip horizontal. There you go. There you go.
Is there anything else anyone wants to do during the sailing point of this dash?
I'm gonna have a conversation with Eos as I see she's found her sea legs. I see you found your sea legs.
I always kind of had them. I got this really cool book from Hatsu.
Oh, what is it?
It's all about the fauna and the flora of Aboris.
Oh. Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
I'm going to use it to murder you. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
By an author called Dr. Lysandra. Sorry.
Don't know her. Actually, that reminds me, I have a book I must give to Adriana before we reach our destination. Must remember to do that. So, the whole thing with Gusto. I don't mean to be presumptuous, but we've discussed how you know how it feels to be persecuted for your magic.
Yes.
Yeah.
She turns the page.
I don't know how to scale it, but in Palperoth, it's kind of on another level. I don't know how someone like him actually survived there, to be perfectly honest, but I think what we might have seen there was a kind of a trauma response, might be the appropriate word. You know, he gets hit, it's kind of a throwback to what he would have encountered living just as he is in Palperoth. You know, how he looks, what he can do. But I can't relate so much, but I thought you might.
I can relate in a way, but the thing in his chest scares me.
Yeah, I'm choosing to ignore that because that was horrifying. And I don't know what the fuck magic does, because all I was taught is it's bad and anyone who can do it will try to kill you, basically. I know better. I know better, trust me.
Eos bookmarks the page, she closes the book. She stands up a bit and she points her sword with the compass out towards the sea. Not all magic is bad.
And most
Some
of what
magic
I've
is
seen is fantastic.
Some
And
magic
look-
can heal. Now, some magic can bring death. Some can cause genocide. It is what it is. But not all magic is bad, Dash.
I am well aware of that. What I'm getting at here is I don't want Gusto to feel like he's being persecuted in this group. I know he's not. I know the intentions of everything that went on there, but he's not been with us that long. So if he can easily view that as us trying to keep him down, similar to what he's, I'm assuming, lived through. So I was hoping, as someone who can relate to it, you could maybe talk to him.
I'll do what I can, but he did harm the ship, the vessel that we're on, the vessel that needs to take us to where we need to go.
Yeah, look, everything is linked. He harmed the ship because he was manacled. He was manacled because it was assumed that he is out of control. Everything is tied together. There's a reason, there's a rationale is a iffy word, but there is a reason for it. And I don't want someone just to be assumed to be bad. I've lived long enough in a place where everyone, like you, is assumed to be bad. And I don't want that within our group.
I'll talk to him when the time is right.
Appreciate
You need to talk to your future wife, though.
My what?
And she's just kind of on a cheek, and she goes back to reading her book.
Dash just blushes a little bit. Where is Listen?
Probably like 5 feet that way. It's not a big ship.
It's a very narrow boat, lads.
Yeah.
That's narrow but long. Yeah, sure. For a while we're around, I'll go and have a chat with Lissa as well.
We all know it's girth that matters, really.
Anyway,
Again.
the ship moves on, the weather changes, but within the confines of the boat and its bubble, things remain the same. Same temperature, same climate. You don't have to adjust just yet. As you sail on, Gusto, barely minutes into being within that room, the skull disappears from your chest. Your heart rate lowers itself. You relax. How are you feeling now? You're by yourself, so it's hard to link you into other characters. So what's Gusto going through?
Well, he was met with violence the moment he met these people. Then he was interrogated. Then he was interrogated by these people violently. And now here on the ship, he's been manhandled, manacled, hung, unconscious, and then attacked.
But can you honestly say he's had worse Tuesday night than that?
That's a normal day. That's a normal day. I mean, he's from the streets of Balparoth.
Yeah.
He has managed to survive through this magic. This magic has kept him alive, kept people off his trail, turned people into giant piles of jello. And he was holding back in that. Could have done so much more damage. And he's regretting not doing so at this stage because he's stuck on a boat with these people. He's seen what they've done to Dash, his best friend forever. He knows what kind of people these are. In Palparoth, you don't do that to your allies because they will stab you in the back later for the disrespect. And so there are brief scenarios running through his mind as to just that scenario. But he's on a boat and he can't swim. And that's probably not, this is not the best time to stab them in the back and harvest their organs.
Oh my God.
He's not really sure if one of them is steering the ship. First time, shame on me. Second time, shame on me again. Third time, I've got your kidney. There will not be a third time. The third time will be lethal. Gusto is grim and focused. You do not survive in Palparoth by being forgiving. You survive in Palparoth knowing that it'll happen again. And these jokers need to understand who Gusto is. Motherfucking gangster. So he remains at a good distance. You don't want any of their hands on him again. That won't happen again.
So Gusto has manifested himself a room, which I'm okay with. He's in there back and forth, revving himself up. I am 90% sure I've gone from Danny DeVito to Charlie Day in Always Sunny in Philadelphia as Gusto. He's just in there huffing paint now.
He's both. He's both.
Yeah.
You know, like if they could be rolled
Danny
into
today.
one horrifying creature, Dan of today would be Gusto. Yeah.
Perfect. Hell yeah, I'm all about it, man. Does Gusto know the impact of his casting spells? Does he know how wild things actually are? Does he understand that, or is that just...
That's how magic works. I mean, that's why magic is bad, right? People cast spells and bad things happen because that's just part of casting spells. I don't think he's ever seen, aside from like maybe being really super high at the party, I don't think he's actually seen a controlled spell.
Fair.
Even being at the Arcanum.
Yeah.
He hasn't seen a controlled spell ever. No, I don't think I've seen any of you guys cast spells at the Arcanum.
Not really, no.
I don't think he's seen any spells cast at the Arcanum. So
Shame he wasn't on the boat 5 minutes ago.
I mean, he was, and he did cast spells, and they were
But everything
controlled,
was chaotic, right?
but it was chaos.
Yeah.
And it was all in the middle of chaos. Anything could have happened. And again, once again, gods have spoken to him cryptically, and they've watched over him, clearly. One of them, or all of them. And he's where he's supposed to be. Doesn't want to be here, but he's where he's supposed to be. Trust is a two-way street. Respect is a two-way street. That's where Gusto's at.
I like it. So, throughout all of that, Amadriana, what you would have picked up on, every time Gusto reacted towards Hatsu, Ayami was like ready to defend but was waiting for word. Lissa only reacted when Gusto seemingly threatened Dash. Eos was very restrained with her magic, but was also prepared to react, was just waiting for the call, the right call. We'll call it the right call. Dash was panicked, trying to keep Gusto and Hatsu from filleting each other. Hatsu was very controlled with everything he did, very precise, and his reasoning makes sense. The only time you saw with him with a little bit of fear is when that magic did a lot of damage to him, because that was really fucking close, man. So that would have been there in a very subtle way. Gusto never really reacted to the skull on his chest necessarily, but his magic was extremely incoherent compared to what you've studied in your classes. But his anger was leading that path. Whether or not that'll happen when he's not angry, you still don't know. But these are all notes that you would take on what each character did or how they interacted with the environment in their own way.
I also noted that Madriana had very slippery fingers because she was eating pocket bacon, watching all of this happen.
Dipping it into the grease.
Hey, pocket bacon.
Grease is edible. It is edible grease. You know, it's probably.
It's body butter, isn't it? It's just body butter.
Yeah.
Oh my god. If we ever get to a point where we can make like a TV show or something, I just need a spin-off miniseries of Gusto and his wild adventures, man. I just need to know so much about him, and it needs to be R-rated because we won't... What's the point of telling a Gusto story without R-rating? So,
yeah.
The sun sets. You guys continue on your journey. Is there anything anyone else wants to do on this ship while it sails for its adventures? Go ahead, Eos.
A little bit of time goes past. Eos gets up. She's 3/4 of the way through the book. She puts it away. She puts up the cloak that she was given. She asks Hatsu if she can grab half a ration from the backpack.
You have to take one whole ration because that's how D&D works. I don't have half rations, but you can have a ration. Yeah.
Okay.
He hands one.
Awesome.
Just 7 of those. Or just mark one off, actually. Mark one off.
Wish me luck, Hatsu.
She falls off the boat. I assume this is for fishing purposes.
No.
Oh, I assume
Yeah.
incorrectly.
No. Time to break some bread. So, she's gonna head down to Gusto's
I would like
habitat.
to note very quickly that as you do, you almost trip over Chicken the Fox, who's
Ah,
eating a cooked roast chicken, and then you get past and go to Gusto.
And she knocks, ding ding ding, on the door.
Door opens. The use of a mage hand. Gusto is seated in like a makeshift Godfather chair.
Knew it.
Yep.
Knew it.
You may enter.
So you come to ask Gusto for his forgiveness.
And if Gusto was to look at Eos's hand, she's warming up the ration. I'm here to make peace.
And what have you brought to Gusto
Well,
as a gesture of this peace?
an apology and half of this nice warm toasty ration. I judged you wrongly, Gusto. You're far
Pretty
more,
common occurrence.
you're far more powerful than I thought.
But yeah, blessed by the gods. We're not here to talk about how awesome I am. Where's the manacles?
Oh, she's upstairs.
Yeah, there's not going to be any peace until those are in the ocean.
Do you not want half of this ration?
You know, I survive on all sorts of things. And I don't know yet if that's not poison.
Eos breaks it and takes a bite out of her half.
All right, now take the other half.
It's yours. And
Eat the whole thing. I gotta know.
she's like, I'm small.
Yes, so am I. I mean, except where it counts.
She smirks. It's like face full of crumbs. So, what's the thing in your chest?
Hair. I got like 3 hairs. Don't judge me.
Good luck, RP, in this one, Rory.
Earlier, Gusto, what was it?
What was what?
The skull. The angry skull.
I don't know, like the angry skull. Sometimes like my nipples grow, and sometimes like my fingernails fall out. Sometimes I grow a skull. I mean, it's a thing. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Could you always do that?
Yeah, I'm powerful. A great power. So much power. Great, powerful magic man.
And she takes another bite. Small.
Now, some poisons take a little while for it to set in. So settle down. We're going to keep an eye on you for the next, I don't know, 3 hours for ingestion poison.
All right. So, anywho, I do apologize. I judged you wrongly. When I saw what happened with the sail and with the mast, I panicked. I caused the whole thing up there.
So you're the secret orchestrator. You're the one who's leading this whole crew secretly behind everyone's back. I see. I can respect that.
You can see her looking around like, sure.
Yeah. We'll have an accord when those manacles are in the ocean. Ain't gonna be a third time.
Okay.
Been in and out of that jail enough.
How many times have you been to jail, Gusto?
I said enough.
Okay.
Enough times.
So at least 8.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a really nice place. How did you do this?
It's always been here.
What? So it's like
Yeah.
the rooms in the dorms?
I don't know. Like, I was like, I'm gonna go down there, and then it like was like here. So it's always been here, as long as I've known it to be here. It's my powerful magic, obviously.
Do you have the magic plate?
How did you know?
I'm wondering if you do.
Who's asking?
I am.
He'll unzip his jacket,
No.
pull out the magical plate.
Gusto.
What?
Roast beef.
It's mine. It was like it's a gift.
Do you like
What?
lamb?
We're like, what?
Lamb.
Lamb.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh. She summons like a freaking shoulder of lamb with mashed potatoes, cauliflower, carrots, and peas, and sweet corn and gravy.
All right, now eat it.
Yeah.
Ingestion poisons take about 2 to 3 hours.
And while she's taking bites, like, we said 3:45 earlier, and she keeps eating.
Gusto sits and watches Eos eat, but does not partake.
After a while, the plate in Gusto's hand disappears, the food disappears, the plate of food disappears, the cutlery disappears. As you leave
Trickery!
the threshold of Maleficum's Archon.
Eos is so annoyed. She was 3/4 of the way through. She wanted a freaking ice cream sundae.
We can go back.
Ugh,
Turn
Damn
the
it.
butter on.
Or the whole thing or not?
No.
We didn't know how good we had it.
yeah, but now I know a thing. I learned a thing.
Okay.
All right.
Interestingly enough, Gusto, your hangover also fades quite substantially after you leave that threshold.
Huh. I learned another thing. Fuck.
Dash and Go is ruined.
Dash and Go is ruined. No, it's not ruined. We just gotta like work on the mechanics of it a little bit.
Yeah, we'll
The
figure it out.
radius.
Yeah.
Need like a Wi-Fi extender, except for
Yeah.
Maleficus.
Blade extender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As the food fades, as the plate fades away. Okay, Gusto.
The gods give and they take away.
They do. Do you accept my apology?
You know, you don't cross me but once. I mean, this time it was twice. That's on me.
Okay.
So I'm letting you know. I'll break your fingers.
Oh,
We have an understanding.
we do.
All right. I'll kill you last.
Okay. She gets up, a little smooch in the forehead, and she runs up the stairs.
The door closes behind her.
Now there's the stairs.
Yeah,
Always.
has to be stairs.
Craziest single floor longboat I've ever seen in my life, man. There's bedrooms,
Magic.
the stairs.
Frigate.
It's now trireme.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
Now it's a galleon.
That's a man of war.
There's a few
Or-
people downstairs just like, bro.
It's a Royal
Bro!
Caribbean cruise ship.
Yeah. So as you guys sail on your man of war frigate, you
Nice.
I have a couple of other bits as well, but I'm just like I've already done a bit, so that's one to go.
anyone else want a turn on this aircraft carrier?
Yeah.
Oh nice.
Marvel, like big airship.
Top Gun
Yeah,
music
looks up
plays.
the-
That's where I went.
Oh,
ahead.
yeah.
Looking up at the balloon, practicing my firebolt, going, if I just no.
Majiana's just sitting there enjoying the breeze from the wind. The wings are out for now, but as soon as she docks up, they're going to be away before they even get close.
I head back up to Hatsu. Sit down next to him, open the book. I think I made some peace.
Peace with you.
soften the foundations.
Suppose you want to do the foundations?
Better word for it.
Hard
I've been
the
awake since like
foundations?
5 a.m. Forgive me. Soften the foliage? I don't know.
Solidified the foundations.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
We'll get there together, buddy.
Yeah. Words.
Well, did you forget yourself? Forgive yourself? Words.
Oh,
Quite
Hatsu.
complex.
There's much I need to forgive myself for, and that is low on the list.
Why is
Time.
that?
I believe time is the greatest healer. Minerva's teachings are true. But for what I unleashed among people, I need a bit more time.
Well, Minerva might teach that actions also have an intention attached, right? So there's always the facet of exploring this as well.
Who was your teacher, Hatsu?
Well, I was blessed with a lot of wise people around me. But I'm not quite there yet, I guess.
Is your road ahead very long, or do you see the treasure in sight?
There is things you know and things you have internalized and you naturally live by. And as much as I wished I would be complete in that regard, I'm not. I'm also stumble upon anger, stumble upon wrath. That shouldn't be a thing if I would be quite there, I guess. And I'm also having a hard time trusting people, as you might know.
Of course. Trust is earned,
So
not given.
I guess if you complete, you let loose of all of these things. You just go with the flow.
Eos shows the newly styled rapier with the compass to Hatsu. This sword was given to me by my I would assume to be stepfather. And this compass that was in the bag fits in the helm. And she hands it to Hatsu so he can adorn it or whatever he wishes to.
Yeah, he inspects it. Well, looks like Remington Sensei does know more than we assume he would.
It's amazing what he knows when we speak so little to him.
I guess he gave me this and he shows the jitter, the scything,
Oh,
to remind me that there's also ways to use your force more wisely than with the sword. But unfortunately, I don't think it worked that well. I guess we both have to work on our craft.
absolutely. And she opens the book and she gets back to reading.
I'll come back to you, Dash, because you wanted to do some stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I think this is kind of
Just
all.
as a quick reference, I did unlock the book you were spamming into chat for you, so you now have the full text.
Yeah, it kept disappearing. I tried to reopen. Sorry. I don't know why that's just a thing with me. I keep doing that. But anyway, don't worry. I'll solve that problem in a second. So I assume this is kind of happening across the span of the journey. This isn't all in the 40 minutes since we left. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah. So first of all, I shall seek out Alyssa, and go have a chat with her.
Dash, you're standing in my direct sunlight. Do you mind just a little bit to the left? You're quite tall.
Where she's sitting, standing.
She's laying down on the boat. She's just chilling, hand behind her head, just relaxing.
Oh, I'll just sit down next to her. I hope I wasn't too forward before the party.
Not at all. Long overdue, perhaps.
I was
I always did
thinking
think
the
you
same.
were a little bit slow, so.
It's not the kind of situation you want to misjudge. Particularly not when you've known each other as long as we have.
What, 2 months?
It's been more than 2 months.
I thought you did tell time.
Pretty sure you did.
It's probable.
I was thinking about having a conversation with the Madriana about the Archon.
Would you like me to be there for it, or?
I figured you might have some valuable input.
Well,
Yeah, I think our work probably starts as soon as we land, from what I can gather.
the Archon has touched many lives in different ways, and no matter what town I go to, it always seems to have the same dreadful meaning and impact. Just be cautious when you talk to her about this, as the Archon is a different beast. We don't know what harm or good they may have done. We don't know if she is friend or foe.
I'm going to put my eggs in the foe basket.
I would too, but
Plus, also, you're good with a dagger, so just in case I'm wrong.
right. Yes. Well. All right. Let's assume this goes well. Best case scenario. What are we expecting from this?
Best case scenario, mutually assured destruction.
Well, we've gotten a lot more for worse odds, I suppose.
It's more about, I suppose, securing alliances. There's having this conversation, in my opinion, shows and kind of solidifies an element of trust.
Madriana, darling, could you join us for a moment?
Yes, I suppose so.
I have a gift for you.
I heard.
I will send you a book. There's
Can't you just hand it to me?
thematically. Ryan. I'm sending you on Foundry. Thematically, I'm just taking a book out of my backpack and handing it over. It's called The One True Sun King. You had queries about the king?
I just wondered what he'd done to anger you so much.
Oh, well, that's easy to put it in the most simple of terms. He is a wealthy fuck who doesn't like to share.
I would add also that he did sign the most recent decree that would put death to someone like Eos or to Gusto. And
Oh,
that
yeah, there was
is
none.
Eos turns because it's like 25 feet away.
never mind.
Okay.
We are not
Factory.
putting you to death today.
Oh, not again.
What's glowing purple over there?
As Eos cuts the ship in half and lets Gusto sink. The only one who can't swim.
We're taking a sail half.
So I assume your plan is to, well, I already kind of know your plan is to not overthrow. You don't want that position, you just want to destroy. But I ask, you understand the consequences of this, right?
Yes, there's a big vacuum of power that anyone can take. I understand all of that, but I figure anything's better than the status quo. I haven't worked out the details. It's a long game saying we'll get there when we get there. More in the interim, you mentioned Bloodstone.
Well, I said he was an issue, yes.
Ideal wording. Kale Bloodstone? Kyle? Not sure I've used his first name before.
He's known by a few names.
What is he to you?
A thorn in the side of my family. And more than that, a subjugator of people.
Oh, good. We're like on the same side here. So, how do you feel about seeing him removed?
In which way?
Use your imagination, darling.
Are you saying you want to kill him?
I'll
Well,
look at this
before
down.
we answer that question, you say he's a thorn in the side of your family. Would it be beneficial to remove that thorn, or is that a thorn that you find advantageous to keep in your side?
I'm not going to lie. There's advantages in every thorn. It's just whether the advantages outweigh the atrocities. In this case, I don't believe so.
And we would like to offer our services in helping you remove that thorn, Madrana.
By any means necessary.
Any
And
means.
I must emphasize you've seen what my experience with death. This is not an idle promise.
You obviously won't see it, but there is a chuckle from underneath the mask. As much as I hope this comes to a conclusion, neither of you nor I are ready for such a beast.
Now, again, this is a long game.
What
I
about
don't
Gusto?
anticipate-
He's a walking time bomb. You just send him in and...
Gusto would be no more than a splatter of green blood across the floor against Bloodstone.
I'm not sure if I've told either of you, but I think Gusto knows him too.
If that truly is the case, there is absolutely no way in which we can trust him.
And we don't know to what level he knows him. I know that you know him. You know that we know him. So
Would it be advantageous of us to maybe include the others in this conversation? At this point, laying our cards on the table may be promising.
Before we do that, what do you actually know of Bloodstone?
He's the Archon. He rules the criminal underworld. Although we don't know from where. Everyone seems to have their own story. Some say he's in Palperoth, and some say he's in Bricksunder. I don't know if he has a face. Some people say it's multiple people, but I don't believe that story.
personally, I was quite surprised to hear your mention of him. I thought he was isolated to Palperoth. So, goes to show we don't know whatever we think we know. Either we don't.
I have one guarantee. Anyone who has spoken ill of him in a public space has swiftly gone missing.
Well, dependent on how much use you two actually prove to be. I know what he looks like. I know where he lives, and I know where he rules.
Lissa is for sure making an insight check. I don't know if Dash is, but Lissa
Oh
definitely
yeah,
is.
100%. Yeah.
All right, Dash, I'll give it to you with advantage. That makes more sense.
How do I roll to GM? It's
Dirty 20.
At the bottom where the dice are, at the
Yes.
top it says, like at the top of the chat box. it
it's the
has a box.
Rorschach, right?
There's a thing that says like public roll, and then you click on it and it says private GM roll, blind GM roll, self roll.
Yeah. It's the little detective dude.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Sorry, I don't see those icons anymore for some reason. Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
I miss him.
Rorschach.
No, the detective man, Inspector Gadget.
Oh, you don't have it either? Okay, I haven't seen it in a couple.
Mine's a drop
Oh,
down.
I can see him there.
Dash and Lissa. Do you see that, Ryan? That roll, right?
I see mine, yeah.
Dash and Lissa have a pretty good understanding that Amadriana is probably telling the truth here.
So, okay.
While Dash
I
tries to
wasn't
figure that out,
expecting that,
Lissa
but-
backs the fuck up. She is moving away from Amadriana because she thinks she just fucked up.
My question, Adriana, how the fuck are you still alive?
Let's just say, by a pure piece of luck, and she unfolds the wing that's got the broken piece to it.
How close is he to your family?
Closer than I'd like.
Oh shit.
Are you related?
He prefers me to call him Daddy.
Oh,
Oh
fuck.
shit. Okay.
However,
Yeah.
Your
I don't
Highness,
see it that way.
apologize wholeheartedly.
Let's stand back up.
You understand. My ideals haven't changed. I understand what you're saying. There's no issue here. I'm just saying that if this is going to happen, this is going to be the absolute fight of your life.
If you were to look at Dash right now, he has like a twisted smile on his face.
Lissa is pale as shit. She's terrified of this situation.
And Dash is probably the absolute contrast to that. He's just like, if you saw him grinning ear to ear at the party, it's like that, but like Joker style, like Mark Hamill's animated Joker style.
But if he is your, wouldn't that make you? She's like putting pieces together, and she's like,
And then Amadriana grabs her blade and sticks it under Alyssa's chin. I tell you now,
As soon as she does that,
We
Dash
are-
has a dagger out.
the rapiers that dash.
oh shit.
Oh, makes me stand up, yes!
I tell you right now, I am on your side for this. But if you ever breathe a word, either of you, to anyone of who I am, I will make sure not only you, but none of your families live to see another day. Are we clear?
I've never let a secret go in my life.
Madriana,
Dash, are we clear?
your secret is 100% safe with me, but if you raise a blade to her again, I will slit your fucking throat.
You can try. I've seen your swordplay. It's not that good.
You hear
And she just
Hatsu
flicks the
from
knife
other
and the
side.
she flicks the knife and the rapier back into her scabbard and holder. Sorry,
You hear
Hatsu.
Hatsu from the other side of the boat. Well, I think nothing is private on a boat. And Dash, you should try to talk it out.
Eos,
You
you were
know-
about to say something. You were spocking it up.
Yeah, like
Live long and prosper.
20 feet away, she has keen senses. Like,
Keen senses.
she'll notice this.
I'd say
No,
you
not the
I'd say Eos and
conversation,
Hatsu can probably see a lot of what's going on. That
Yeah.
discussion was probably pretty quiet. And-
Exactly. Yeah, we can see it, but we can't hear it.
Right. Like, I don't want to discourage. I don't want to just dump a Madrina story on everyone.
No.
Cool. So what
I leave
Dash
it up
is
to
trying-
Ryan to disclose that rather than Ryan.
I just turn to Hatsu and Yasumi. We're just testing our reflexes, my dears. Don't worry.
She has
We've
much better
had
reflexes than us. It's test over, test good.
What's wrong
So-
with you? You're so pale.
No,
You were tanning earlier. What happened?
sun in this bubble. It's not good.
She's seasick.
Yes,
Why are
Yes.
you...
sick is a good term.
So
Deep breaths. Tongue towards the top of your mouth. You'll be alright.
Dash is still kind of holding eye contact with Adriana, and he has the dagger out. But what he's going to do is he's going to drag it across his palm and cause it to bleed and just hold out a hand.
What
Take
are
se-
you doing, Dash?
He takes 17 points of piercing damage and dies. No worries.
Oh shit! He sneak attacked himself.
Oh no! I wasn't expecting my
Two
own
allies
self.
standing next to him. That was a bad idea.
His passive is so low he didn't notice himself.
He just- yeah, he yeah, Jesus. You do. So you hold your hand out with your blood dripping onto the floor. Eos confused.
First of all,
Lissa not taking her eyes off of Adriana at all.
She does
that's
that
an
too.
empty gesture. Your word is good enough for me, Dash. Second of all,
Should've said
I'm
that
not
before you
putting
cut
your blood on my gloves. Thank you.
Were you going to leave me hanging after that dramatic gesture?
I'm sure Alyssa will shake hands with you. Won't you, Alyssa?
Well, yes, of course. If that's what is asked of me, of course.
There is no difference here on this boat of what my name is. I still consider you allies, and I hope that actually gets stronger. And we will do this together, and we will take away this king. All I ask for is your trust that I won't do anything to you unless you cause me to.
Well, I did say, Adriana, when I was discussing this with Lissa before broaching the subject with you, that she's like, what's the best case scenario? I said mutually assured destruction.
So we've got an accord then.
Absolutely.
May I ask you a question?
You can.
Feel free not to answer. Is it the stories? Are they true of your mother? Is she who I think she is?
Depending on your stories you've heard. It could be my mother. It could be one of his lovers. It could be anyone.
If it's true, she is my hero, my idol, and I aspire to be as trained as her.
And Mediana just cup her hands around Alyssa's face. If I could be half the woman my mother is, I promise you, if you are to learn that as well, we'll be some of the best women this world has ever known.
Part of
And I
this, I
will.
thought you were about to kill her.
Yeah. And I will, when the time's right, introduce you. Just please don't gush. She won't enjoy that.
If we are to introduce, can your father not be there, please?
Oh, more than likely the reason will be because he's not there any longer. So yes, maybe.
Hello, Viper. We are pleased to meet you. We just slaughtered your husband. Doesn't really have the ring to it that I would.
Definitely don't say that to her in public or
Okay,
anywhere, really.
got it. Maybe there's a better town on the other side of the ship. I think I'll. Yep.
No, Alyssa, please.
Everything's fine, okay? I understand. It's a lot of information to take in all of a sudden. I came here because, like you all, I had a past that I didn't see me fitting into the future of. We all want a different future. All of us. I'm here to fight for it as much as you, despite my name.
Every time we have one of these conversations, Madriana, my respect for you increases.
Not me. I've always respected you.
And I've never seen Lissa scared.
I don't think I can feel my legs.
Do you want to sit down?
I'm not sitting down.
Dash, I think this is the moment when you're meant to sweep her off her legs.
Not on a boat, not wise.
Just
You
seems
haven't
no
got
strength,
steadiness,
so he just
okay.
tips over the boat with both of them.
Okay, so laying all the cards on the table for the rest of the group may not be in our... Well, that's your call, Madriana, but...
Until he has a better control over himself, I'd rather this stayed between us. I trust Hatsu.
Dad's the
I'm pretty
word.
sure I can trust Eos. But him? No. Especially if he knows my father.
The door blows open a little bit, and he's still sitting. Gusto's still sitting on his throne in king pose.
Yeah, fair. Well, this conversation didn't go how I expected, but much better. We only drew our knives once.
I mean, we can do it again for fun if you like.
I would like it known that I did not draw my knife at all.
Listen, this is very unlike you.
Well, I was tanning, Dash, if you don't mind.
Sure, Madriana, I am a bit out of practice, actually, if you don't mind. Draws out the rapier.
Not on the boat.
Don't worry, Eos, we won't stab the boat.
And as the
Fine.
boat
Well,
moves-
actually, Dash might.
Well, he
As
stabbed
the-
himself already.
That's just sneak attack himself again.
as the boat moves on, the camera does not. The boat sails on towards its destination, but a night away from arrival. Two things happen. One, you will mark off a long rest and be charged and ready for your next adventure. Probably something that would be much needed for the next leg of the journey. Let's put it that way. But two,
Oh no! Gusto and Hatsu are fine. We can take the next combat, I guess.
We're still a one-night party. I
Still
guess.
healthy.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
each
I
of
think
you
they're both on one.
goes
Though.
to sleep. And as you do, you share a common thread throughout the night.
Where is he? Find him. Now.
No.
It billows through each of your minds, each of you hearing a different part of a fragmented message, each of you waking up, bolt upright throughout the night. But as your journey begins, so does the journey of others. Some adventurers on a hunt set sail. The king of an empire moves new pawns into his position. A blue figure stands quite close to Saigo Notoshi, preparing for his next journey. And the king sits upon his throne, signing his next decree. One that I'm sure will change the lives of everybody here forever. But I'm sure we'll learn more about that and what our adventurers do as they push up to shore on their boat. The little dome disappears, they disembark, and the boat sets sail back home.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us at this leg of the Wandering Isles. We'll pick it up next week from the boat's departure from the group. But we have one more little treat for everybody before we go to our break and post-show. We have a video. Mr. Dash, I believe. We did not show your video last week, did we? Maybe we did. I don't think we did.
I don't think so.
Maybe we did. Now I'm not sure.
I
We're
don't
going to
think we
show it
did.
again.
I don't remember.
We should have shown it last week, but I think we didn't. So
Because we're super professional streamers.
Exactly.
You should definitely follow on all social media platforms here on YouTube, etc.
We will be back shortly for our post show. We'll be back in 5 minutes. We're going to have our meat dash video, though. That'll count in the 5 minutes while we get snacks and water and stuff. And we'll be back to discuss the end of this session. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Why did the boat go?
Those of you listening on the podcast and watching on YouTube, thank you so much for being here. Those of you on Twitch, we will see you again shortly. And for those of you watching the post show, we will see you again shortly.
A shout out to On Your End for more gifted subs.
On Your End has gone crazy. Yes, thank you so
Thank
much.
God.
We appreciate it. But for now, meet Dash.
Greetings, fair folk. My name is Dash Hydeman, and I bear a secret of the trade. While some ply their craft with picks and shadowed steps, I found the most direct path lies through the front door. Nobody expects a thief to offer a handshake. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world.